Ladies, gentlemen, and lowlives, welcome to another episode of The Weekly, brought to you by Emo Brown Media. This week, we got all the good stuff. We got our weekly updates. We've got our Yahweh of the Week. But most importantly, we are joined by our very special friend, my uncle, Darren Smith. So let's get this show on the road.
Here, uncle. Deal, Darren.
Deal.
Emo Brown Podcast, The Weekly, brought to you by Tribal, Silk Cloud, Microwave, Liquid Death, 3 Punk Ales, and we'll stop there. There's no need to bring up the last one. Unnecessary. BJ, you've done it. You've managed to finagle your uncle to come and join us on a podcast. I know it's on the Christmas wish list, and Christmas is definitely come early. Darren Smith, thank you, sir, for gracing us with your professionalism.
Oh, thank you guys finally for the invite.
Over under
Appreciate
2
it.
mezcales before we even started. Over under.
Over under 2 mezcales. I think we are probably at a push on that.
Yeah, we are a push.
on
Welcome,
that
welcome,
one, but
welcome, everybody.
Always a pleasure on a Monday morning.
It is a Monday morning.
It is.
How do you guys feel about releasing this on Wednesday?
I'm not mad
BJ?
at it.
You're not mad at it?
I think as long as it's just a consistent day, that's fine.
Yeah.
What,
We've been Wednesday for a while.
we just got to find what works for us.
Does
What works
it?
for the people.
We'll get into that because there's a couple of changes coming up with your lifestyle and everything involved. Well, let's the transition has commenced. Let's get into some of the updates. BJ, what do you got coming up?
For me, I got shows. Well, I got show. So my shows got moved around a little bit. There was a buyout of one of the bars that I normally play at early in the week. So this week, I've only got one on Thursday.
Don't ignore me, fool. Who got bought out?
Oh, Sandbox. Usually, this is a heavy week for Sandbox. We do the mixed mic night, but they got bought out for like sports all week. So we moved that to another day. But I'll be at the Hennessy's in Carlsbad, 9 p.m. to midnight. Probably my last midnight gig ever.
Yeah.
On Thursday. And then on Sunday, I'll be doing the Shamrock Oktoberfest out in Murrieta. This is going to be kind of running back the Oktoberfest that we just did. Got a lot of the similar bands, but we got all of the same things in Murrieta.
People party in Marietta or what, dude?
Fuck yeah, they do.
Yeah?
I played here a couple times. I opened up for Chris Rowe of the Ataris there.
Okay.
And
Oh, well, that's his hood, right? Isn't he kind of near
They get
there?
down.
Yeah.
So
All
it's
right,
good.
man.
Good time.
That's what you got coming up, huh?
That's it. Well,
Darren, what
Do
you
you know
got
how to
coming
get
up?
to Murrieta?
Yeah, the 15 all the way up
Until you see a sign?
until I see a sign that says Marietta.
Because, yeah, like lots of people in San Diego, one of the things that I've learned is if you live like west of the 5 or west of the, chances are if you're asked to get directions for somewhere east of wherever the nearest freeway is, you're like, I'm not too clear on
Truth
that
be told, brother, I don't leave Chula Vista very often. Like at all. The South Bay. As soon as we opened up Little Italy, I feel like that kind of broadened my horizons, but I don't leave. We're leaving today. Like today, I'm going up through Murrieta, through Temecula. That's the only reason I know. We like going out to the desert and hanging out. We like going up to the mountains and enjoying some of the cool snow and winter out there. But yeah, 340 days out of the year, I'm here, homie. 91910, 91911.
But that's like, you know, Murrieta is not a far place. But
It isn't.
You ask some people, they will tell you that
Canada.
It's right.
I might as well go to Canada if I'm going all the way up there.
Like San Bernardino.
I will be using maps to find this place. I don't know how to get there. I played there like 4 times, and I never know how to get
Hey, that's
there.
the big homie's Johnny Hilarious's neighborhood. Are you
Yeah.
linking up with him by any chance?
He's not going to be there. He reached out to me. He's like, oh, shit, you're playing the Shamrock Oktoberfest. I was like, yeah, I am. Are you going to be there? No, he's got something else going on.
We've had some cool
He'll
guests.
be there in spirit.
We've had some cool guests that have come through and joined us for some episodes. Darren is no newbie to this thing of ours. He was once in the dungeon at the brewery on
That's
3rd
right.
Avenue. Went down there. He shared stories of doing illicit substances in New York with big hair bands in the early 90s, late 80s.
Yeah, big hair bands and MTV personalities and
Dan Cortez,
not Dan.
Gabrielle Reese,
Don't think so. But yeah,
John Norris.
maybe.
Chuck Norris.
Dude, I'm just throwing out
Yeah, maybe,
old 80s personalities out there, man.
back like when the MTV personalities were big deals. Yeah, that was fun. Back in the day when you guys got me all plied out on rye or whatever it was that you were pouring that day, whiskey.
You were loose-lipped that day,
I was
bro.
a little too loose-lipped, yeah. I think I was a little too loose-lipped that day.
This is where we usually go over like what's coming up for us. What do we got? What do you got going on? You are freshly on the unemployment line. What goes on? What goes on in the world of Darren Smith these
Looking
days?
tan and rested.
I am tan, I know. Very good. I'm just, enjoyed a good San Diego summer, and now like the San Diego summer of September, October. So getting set for some Padres playoff games. Doing a lot of bike riding, doing a lot of paddle boarding.
Dude, you are the ultimate San Diego now. You're a native. What
I'm
are you doing?
I said this earlier. I'm just like Barry. He's my kindred spirit. We're both independent artists who are relying on our wives for benefits and all sorts of other stuff. So
breaking news: you might be on a fucking solo island now, my friend.
I'm here for him.
Yeah, because BJ, go ahead, BJ.
I got me a jobby job.
That's right, BJ. I had to grease and fatten so many wallets and pockets.
It only took us like 3 months.
Motherfucker said us. It took Tapia and me over 2 months to get you finally into UPS. I look forward to working with you, fellow Teamster brother.
It's going to be a good time.
We're in the brotherhood now, brother.
Brotherhood,
yeah, that's a whole different brotherhood.
4 a.m., baby.
Yeah, so you're going to be working with me at UPS now Tuesdays through Saturday in the mornings to the little later mornings. By all means.
Nice.
Hey, I don't know what your situation is.
Where do I put my resume?
I can bring your ass in too.
Where do I send my resume? That's why I'm here, right? That's why I'm here, just to put myself out there to see what's next.
You're fishing. You're casting out that net, dog.
I am.
We're like the Tinder for unemployed whites.
Attaboys, boy. Look at you. So do you still watch a lot of sports for that potential phone call?
I watch the sports that I want to watch, though.
Nice.
I don't watch the things that I felt forced to watch.
San Diego State football.
I wouldn't say it's a huge priority.
Hockey.
That was never a priority for me. I've watched a lot of Padres games.
Yes.
I watch a lot of football. Watch a lot of soccer. I watch some college football. I mean, I kind of want to take a step back from college football and see if I still love the sport because all the realignment stuff and
there's a lot of realignment going on. Who's your team? Who do you follow?
Who do I follow? Well, my wife went to University of Arizona, so I'm obligated to start with them.
That's a Sun Devil, or is that the?
No, that is a Wildcat.
That's a Wildcat.
My wife is a Wildcat.
ASU. Okay.
Yeah. So we start there. We have friends that went to University of Texas, so we've always liked UT. So but yeah, it's been you're not when you're not doing a daily radio show, you're not in pursuit of content. So it's just easier to tune into a game, tune out of a game, watch a game, enjoy a game. Not look at it through the eye of
analytically,
or what am I going to say about this? I still go through the mental exercise of doing it, but not as much as I would if I were doing daily radio shows.
Do you find yourself watching games like that and still kind of like falling into that trap?
I try not to. I just try to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to figure out what's wrong with the Padres. I've just enjoyed watching the Padres.
I always thought you were a Padre hater, truth be told.
I know, you said that before we came on.
The decades I've listened to you, I'm like, this fucker truly hates the Padres.
But I think that comes, not everybody does radio the same way, but I think sometimes, you do it in a way that you're trying to figure out what the flaws are with the team.
Yeah.
Because you want to see, is that going to get better? Is this going to hold that team back? And instead, it's been more just talking about what it is that's good with the Padres. And there's a lot of good, right? Like what's good. So, I think it's just been a different mindset. It's been a lot more enjoyable just to watch them play this year.
Welcome to this side.
Then trying to figure out what it is that's going to prevent them from advancing out of the wild card round or out of the divisional round or out of the, So, you're not just in pursuit of flaws or what they need and maybe the batting order. Just I'm just going to tune in on a day in, day out basis. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to enjoy it. They win a lot of games. The second half has been amazing. Manny's been amazing.
All of a sudden, Manny's been amazing.
All of a sudden, you get a little bit of help.
Look at you, bro. Yep. I'm going to release some texts. All right?
Go ahead. There's nothing I haven't said on radio. I mean, I think I've always said he's one of my favorite players to watch when he's Manny Machado.
He's always Manny Machado.
He wasn't Manny last year.
No? What was it? Too much to go over. Let's focus on the positive, bro.
Yeah.
They're here.
Amazing.
So that's what you've got going on. Those are your updates.
Got going on. That's me.
Oh man, we'll get back to you on your updates. I have a feeling there's more. You're not telling us everything. Do you get Botox? I was talking to somebody last week.
I do not.
No? Is that something you would be willing to do?
Yes.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I'm aware of a spa.
Go ahead.
In TJ.
On HK?
I do a little bit of
where you left your phone?
Do a little bit of filler. Maybe
where
a little
you
filler.
left your phone. Once you leave your phone at HK, you're not getting it back, bro. It's gone. Bye-bye.
That's the rumor.
Our updates here at the podcast, Barry, are as follows. We just had an event here at HQ. It was the movement. one of our monthly art department projects that Selena and Chicle got together and created. It was a fundraiser for one of their friends, somebody who they care deeply for. They had a nice little fundraiser for Latanya Lockett, My Revolucion. I was here. We were slinging drinks. We were slinging merch. We were welcoming bands. Carlos Paez came on and he sang. Latanya joined him on a song. We had Zenzag come through. It was a weekend of reggae for me.
Yeah, it was.
It was weird. I think I'm a reggae guy.
You're going to have dreadlocks by the end of this hair
I
challenge.
tell you what, I'm not going to wear a freaking Bob Marley shirt.
What?
Hey, Darren, you want to come on our podcast and hang out? Yeah, let me just make sure I get my Bob Marley shirt from the freaking dry cleaners and make sure it's all good.
Dry cleaner. Yeah, dry cleaner. Yeah, exactly.
So we were able to raise money for all of the causes. We were raising money for, obviously, from Ms. Latanya and getting her for a little bit of an upstart and on her journey to wellness. We were able to raise money here for the foundation. These monthly art project events that we have, art department events that we have here at the brewery. Why do I keep saying brewery? My mind is at 3 Punk, dude.
Your mind is always at 3
My mind is always at 3 Punk. Ah. But yeah, come here. It was fun. It was epic. We're going to continue to do that. The next one is October 26th, Dia de los Muertos themed. So that should be fun. You're going to celebrate some Dia de los Muertos.
I am.
Where are you going, man?
To in Mexico,
Look at
Guadalajara. Yeah, Ajijic
I
for
love that
Dia de
place.
los Muertos.
Yes.
And then going to Tequila for a couple of days, and then one night in Guadalajara. Thank you. You were sharing your hotel recommendations.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Being in Mexico
Yeah?
for Dia de los Muertos.
that's going to
for
be
us,
crazy.
Yeah.
No Guanajuato this time around.
No.
Guanajuato for Dia de los Muertos, otro pedo, bro. I feel like that has been probably sold out in advance at least 6 months. Because everybody wants to go to Guanajuato. But you're going to Ajijic, you're going to the small towns around Lake Chapala and everything in the hills. That's going to be sick.
Yeah, we're trying to decide as a couple of gringos heading south, like
Expats, I
what
believe.
to wear, what not to wear, right? Because we want to be in the spirit of Dia de los Muertos, but like we don't want to overdo it and have people be like,
don't take your unemployed for Trump shirt that you tend to wear on the Sunday rides. I don't know if that's going to be a good look for you, bro.
right.
Are you guys going to do the face paint?
I think so.
Damn, are you going to get your hair braided?
No,
Hella
no,
colonizer, dude.
Well, shit. But I mean, yeah, but we want to have it done there, right? Like respectfully of the people that are running the program in Ajijic. So like we're trying to decide now, how do you go, like where's the balance of being respectful and also wanting to get into the spirit of what the occasion's all about?
You've been to Ajijic.
Yes.
You and the wifey have been to Ajijic before.
She's not.
You know the dynamic of what it is
Right.
there.
Expats, right.
It's straight up. Barry, it's a straight up expat town. What does that mean?
Like 20, 30,000.
Canadians, North Americans in general, they all head down there and they've just uprooted and they now live there. To the point where there was a former mayor who was a gringo and they have a big like mural and I believe he passed and he was very highly thought of by the community. So apparently he was doing good in the hood. He was out there like setting up businesses, setting up events, raising money, setting up foundations. A lot of the expats that live down there, I know specifically in that area because we were down there, are people who are doing good, man. They set up foundations and raise money for the locals, for the local businesses, for the local children, for schools and education and furthering. So it's a cool place, man.
Yeah. The people that we were with too do a lot of that kind of work. Let's say somebody tags a wall, right? Like the people go out into the street and we'll go out there and clean it up, power wash it, all that sort of stuff. So it's a lot of that kind of. It's not a bunch of people that just relocated there because
Dropping
cost of
money,
living is
doing
like
their
30
thing.
cents on the dollar, right?
Yeah.
And they just want to go and party and get drunk and all that sort of stuff. It's a lot of people like, yo,
At least not on Sunday, Darren.
This is going to be our community, right?
Yeah.
Like this is who we are and this is where we are. They work with the local fire departments and they do fundraisers and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's a very chill spot.
It looks like one of those situations where it actually works because you hear about it. Oh, here come the fucking gringos telling me not to make my salsa so spicy, telling me to turn down the music for
Mexico
our parties.
City,
yeah,
yeah.
that kind of thing. Like here, it works, man. The community has really embraced all of the new members of the community that are living there, and it works both ways.
I know you were invited,
bro.
You
Yeah,
were invited to come.
We
You said no.
No, we don't count us out yet. It's not even October yet. I still have some points that I have to submit.
One more day, it will be
Dude,
October.
yeah, but I have
We have to
excess
wake up Billy Joe
points.
soon.
I have excess points that I can get tickets to fly down there. And today actually I got to make a call to see if I can maneuver and finagle a hotel room. I like that hotel room up there, the one that I sent you.
I know.
It's
I'm asking him. I'm not dropping all sorts of hints. I'm like, yo, we're going down there, right? Crystal and Leah, they got off to it. They
got along. My
thick as
wife
thieves,
hates
right?
everybody.
Wives liked each other, so.
My wife hates everybody. She's like your wife, you know, like Fernanda, BJ's wife. I don't like to speak on BJ's behalf, but he's not going to say it. He's a weenie. But his wife hates everybody. You know,
They both hated me for a long time.
We made the cut.
Then I had to warm them up, you know?
We made the cut. We made the cut.
So
now
I
we're
keep
all in
dropping
there,
these
bro.
hints.
And I'm
Come
working
on
on
down.
it. Wifey's in. She's just, I don't know if I can take so much time off. I said, we're just taking fucking a Friday and a Monday.
It's a Friday. Plus,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you fly out of TJ. It's 2.5 hours.
I would fly out on Thursday night or Friday morning, rather, check in, do our thing, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and dip on a Monday.
Plus, my wife's in the wine business, so she's got some tequila hookups. So,
Does she
dude,
really?
we are getting treated very well in tequila
Look at
for a
you,
couple
bro.
of days. Yeah.
I had no idea that there's a tequila business in our family. We went down there a few years ago, and my mom sprung it on me. She's like, hey, do you know that there's a tequileria that our family operates down there? I was like, really? She shipped me up some of these boxes. She brought me up some of these boxes. It's called El Trigueño, right there in Los Arenales on the outskirts of Tequila. I brought it up to one of our events and just kind of brought a couple bottles and said, oh, this is a family tequila. Everybody drank of it. I mean, it's tequila. Everybody just gets on a sick one with tequila, bro.
Have you been there?
I have not been to the actual lab, but I want to go.
To
I'd
the
love
city?
go.
To the city square?
Of where?
Tequila.
Oh, yeah. I've been there. Yeah.
Incredible.
Dude, we went on what is this? I don't think they offer it anymore. Herradura used to do a Tequila Express, a killer train experience where you're just sipping on tequila all day, Darren. My record of drinking tequila was on my 40th birthday down there. I had 16 shots of tequila and I had 6 cocktails of tequila base. It was ridiculous.
Isn't it different when you're there? It doesn't hit you the same
I
way it
wasn't
does
drunk.
if I have like 3 at the Elwood.
I'm done.
Like, time to call Uber.
Yeah.
You know,
You
but
call
when you
Uber, how do you?
But when you go down there, you're like, all of a sudden, you just kind of graze through the whole
You
day.
see Darren on his electric bike going down Broadway. This is Uber.
I've had 3 at the Elwood. Now it's time to go to the Manhattan.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited
Yeah, I
for
didn't
you.
say it was Uber home. I was just Uber to Manhattan or 3 Punk.
Dia de los Muertos, bro. Dia de los Muertos down there's a whole different level. Good for you, bro. Fucking,
Dude,
I like
that's us.
Unemployed Darren. Unemployed Darren lets his hair down, likes to party,
fun.
likes to have a good time, man.
Yeah, because we never
Backwards
did that.
hat.
We never did that
man.
when we were working. That was not us at all.
How do you miss that structure of work?
No,
No,
I don't.
What was the structure of work?
I mean, there are certain parts of it that I miss. You know, I went on NBC a couple of weeks ago, a Darn trip, or even coming here for today. I enjoy the process of preparing for a broadcast. Not that we're just not sitting here drinking mezcal and chopping it up and shooting the shit and all that sort of stuff. But like, I miss-
once did cocaine with Weezer.
I miss the process of trying to figure out what it is that you're going to talk about more than I miss the corporate structure of going in and out of work every single day. I mean, obviously you miss the connection that you built for 20 years with an audience. People have been very, very kind for the last 3 months, but in terms of I think professionally, personally, I'm at a point where maybe I needed to take a step back and focus on some other stuff.
Life
for a
is
little
short,
while.
brother. Life is very short. You gotta
and
do
I've
what
been
makes
going
you
through
happy.
it with some family stuff, but I miss the process of it all. I miss the purpose of it
foreplay.
all. I miss preparing for
Yeah.
things, right? Even when we were talking about what we were going to talk about here. It only is a couple minutes, but like I enjoyed that. Like I enjoyed that part of it.
That kind of
Agreed.
nervous energy right before everything starts. Like, even though you've done it a million
right.
times, you're like,
is the
what's today
microphone
gonna
like?
be?
Like do I wear these headphones?
You still have that flicker, huh?
I do have a little bit of that. Doing
That's the
3-4 hour,
mezcal.
3-4 hour radio shows every day. Probably not as much. This will be an interesting week with the Padres in the postseason and playing
Yeah.
at home because my favorite memories of doing radio for 20 years have been Padres postseason downtown. Boom. Like that's been the best part of this job for 20
You
years.
guys love the blind burro, man.
Blind burro.
El blind burro.
Yeah, I mean, we were there for 2 years ago, 2022. But I in 05, 06, I remember being down there for all those games. So, it was a lot of fun downtown. Like I will miss that a lot. Like being around, being the vibe, the energy of the city, right? Everybody partying and all that sort of stuff. I'll be a part of it, just
through
in
a different
capacity.
lens
Yeah.
now. Good for you, man.
Yeah,
People
I'll be
still
a fanboy.
recognize you and love you. And how do
Go
I
live
know?
on Instagram.
Yeah,
Still
that's what
get
I was
that
gonna
same
say.
energy. No?
Yeah, because you have traded
Maybe.
all that in for bike rides.
That's it. Paddleboarding.
Update on the bike rides, BJ. Since people
Yeah,
are
let us
asking
know on the dramas.
I don't know.
What is going on?
I mean, that was
what
the whole
is
reason.
going on?
Bike rides, Sunday bike rides. So J Clip left, leaving a void in the Sunday service.
Quite the vacuum.
You know, and we're like, all right, well, do we find somebody to replace that or what? Truth be told, bro, there's a lot of drama in these bike rides, dog. There's like different cliques, different sets, different colors.
Gang shit.
Yeah, man. And then I was just
online
kind of...
social media drama.
Yeah, you're all about the bike lifestyle right now. Like you and wifey are always
Right.
out
Yeah,
on
we're
these
always
bike
riding.
rides on Sunday. Should we continue doing these Sunday rides? Pros,
Absolutely.
cons, what do you like? What should we change?
What would we? I like doing. I mean, we always like popping up the Third Ave, for the 8:30 rides, all that sort of stuff. But then, now there's different groups. Everybody's always been good to us. We're not in the drama. So everybody's always
Fucking
been good
Mr.
to us.
Diplomacy over here.
Mr. Diplomacy. I am
Diplomacy over here.
Sounds like we got a new leader.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, like we just want to go for bike rides and go see San Diego from a different
Yeah.
vantage point. That's the best part about it. You're outdoors, exercise, good people. Usually we pick great destinations.
Beer.
Drugs.
Beer, drugs, right?
All the
All
things.
of it. Like, whatever you want on those bike rides is what you'll get. No
U.S.
joke. Like,
citizenship.
whatever you want on those
Centuries.
rides, right?
You
will
fucking
get.
get it all, dude.
Dude, there was a bike ride
Jobs.
through Tijuana the other night. So like all sorts of fun stuff going on. I think it's been a great way to see the county. It's a great way to just, at least from like
We'll bring it back.
the 8
then.
freeway south. I don't
think-
know what's going on. It's a little loose.
Yeah, it's very loose. We don't know. Justin kind of recommended that Sparky be involved, and I told him I want to bring him on the podcast to kind of tell everything, so we can kind of see where we want to go. I want to do at least one ride a month. Like a simple ride, something
it's
from
been a
here
while for
to
you.
IB, and that's it. Something that kind of got us involved and excited about bike riding. I like bike riding. I don't like bike riding to UCSD, USD, Santa Fe, the train stops. I don't like going all these places, bro. OB is
Oceanside,
far
right,
enough.
yeah.
Oceanside, I'll never do that. I don't even want to drive to fucking Oceanside. That shit is far, bro. It's a
Right,
far
right.
drive.
It's a train. There's a reason there's a train that
there's
goes
a
there.
coaster.
Yeah.
If there's a coaster to the destination of our bike ride, I don't want to go. Okay, that's fucking rule
Let's
number
ride to
one.
Disneyland.
If the burritos are wrapped in aluminum foil, that's too far for me, bro.
If you
I
eat it
don't
with a
want to
fork
go.
and knife.
I don't want to go that fucking
But
far.
yeah, I think everybody's got, different levels, right? Like, there's dudes that are hardcore.
Yes.
Like, hey, let's do, 70 miles and we're going to go bombing down hills, all that sort of stuff. And maybe that's not for everybody, but it's also a way to challenge other people to,
Very true.
to
Very true.
to up their game a little bit. So, I think it's there's got to be a level for everybody.
I think this is what it is. I think we tag on until we find our way again. I think we jump onto the sipping Sundays. I like the Erica and the Cacahuates model. They go slow. They go local. They go
local,
slow.
yeah.
They keep it close. I want that. I don't want long and far.
Right, but I also think if somebody desires something a little bit longer,
They have that option.
Right.
There's like
And-
3 different crews that go to like
Yeah.
fucking Temecula and back every day.
Then one
and
week
we've
we
done
jump
some
on
of those long ones.
Yeah.
We've done like 45, 50 milers.
Well, it's
with
easy on
those
an
guys.
electric bike, Darren. Let's be real.
It's actually harder, but
Especially when the battery dies.
because then you're just pedaling
riding a
some
bike.
80-pound.
You're in a fucking tank at that point, bro.
You're pedaling some 80-pound bike that's
Pushing a Volkswagen Bug up the
doesn't
hill.
exactly. It's not the most aerodynamic piece of equipment ever built on planet Earth either. So it's a lot, but like I think there's got to just
Yeah.
be something for everybody.
Agreed. I think the first ride of every month, first Sunday of the month is here from the warehouse, local. We ride here, 15 miles or less. We go to the pier. We go to a coffee shop. We go to a brewery. We go to a restaurant, a pub, something. We support the establishments. What this all was based on. This whole thing was created for that, to have fun and do that. It started with 3 people, 4 people, bro. And then it got huge. And obviously, when things get huge, it gets a little harder to like oversee.
Right.
But then, that could be the first one. Then we jump on a sipping ride. And then we jump on a doing good in the hood ride that that we're a part of. And we choose a specific a venue that we want to support in the community, maybe a little bit further. Maybe we go to National City, Barrio Logan, Little Italy. We start, getting out of our comfort zone. And then that fourth week, I've always liked the idea like, all right, you fucking savages want to ride? By all means, bro. This is the fourth week. This is the fourth Sunday of the month. We're going to have the big dogs like, like a J-Clip type or a Sparky type or the Levi Spark. My big ups to Levi and no sleeves, bro. Like we have those guys, we have those guys just fucking lead a big one.
Yeah.
And then we just kind of maintain and do our own from the warehouse here. I don't know. Lots to be said. We'll talk to Sparky.
Or like it's also good to maybe have people go just different pathways.
Yeah.
And everybody be good with what you're doing, what we're doing, and I don't know. Everybody's always been great to us.
You've been there. You've seen some shit probably.
Been in the trenches.
Yeah, we love it. Like we're just fans of all the people that are involved. No joke.
A lot of cool
like
people.
I'm,
Pinguino, Stud, all these
fucking
guys, bro.
stud.
Yeah.
Absolutely, all of them. Güero, all of them.
Güero fucking
amazing.
stud. The Cepeda's fucking stud. Everybody that goes on these rides are out. DB Styles, the Cacahuates, those personas, the Eric, all these people, they're all cool. I just thought it was really cool when we were all together doing it as well.
I would like to once again use my bike.
Yeah. Well, it's funny now, like people know where we live in IB. So they regularly come by and stop by and just bang on the window. Sparky and Levi came by one night. On a Friday night, we were like doing date night, eating dinner, watching Better Call Saul or something.
We were foreplaying.
They show up at the front door. We get people that ride by. We'll be in bed sometimes, and we'll hear like, "Hey, Emo Brown, wake up!" Yeah. So it's been funny.
I would hate that. I would throw shit out my window so fast.
People know where we are. So and it's people ride around. They go to what's the name of that bar? The old
Forum.
No, not the Forum. What's on Palm Avenue? The oldest bar, Plank.
Oh, the OG Plank.
The Plank, for the 25-cent coffee, and people come by every morning. They're like, "Yo, hey, what's up?"
You live in IB, pretty close to there.
Yeah,
and you opted not to spend 75 cents on 3 coffees this morning. You had one prerequisite. Steve, what do I need to come on the podcast? Bring some coffee, fool. Apparently he listened, but just for himself.
I was told there would be coffee here.
Me too. I was told there would be coffee.
The fucking noive.
Hey, real shit. Happy National Coffee Day. That's a thing. That just happened.
Is that today?
That just happened. Where do you go get your coffee? Where's your local coffee spot?
Well, we spent money on a coffee maker.
That's not fun, though.
We grind our own beans at the house.
Hey, watch.
Don't
look at me and say beans in that manner, fool. I saw you.
I was trying to connect.
I wish I could have had both faces on
Dude,
camera.
he looked at me. He gave me that fucking stare. Like, we grind our own beans here.
I was trying to connect
Better watch your back.
Our mutual friends, Will Holder.
Oh, yeah. Visitors coffee.
Visitors,
for sure.
Have you guys ever had him?
I have. I haven't had him in here. He doesn't want to come in here. He's shy.
Is he?
Yeah. Well, he's shy in these kind of environments. I've asked him. So that's your go-to.
So he's like a legit coffee roaster.
Yeah.
No joke. Like I don't get anything for free. He's like a legit coffee roaster. But if I'm going someplace, I'll probably go to Mike Hess.
Oh.
Which is at
Mighty conservative of you, sir.
Which is
mighty right.
They have a little coffee window
They say
there.
beans a little differently over there.
Yes.
Beaners.
Trident is another place.
Look at you, Mr. Diplomacy. I'm just walking the straight line.
Listen, I'm not that out of practice that I don't know how to just blow through things. Right.
I will culturally appropriate this Bob Marley shirt, but I will not. I shall
Not participate in the racism.
There may be a chance that I want to get employed again someday.
Do you really?
No.
Self-employed.
Maybe.
I see you doing podcasts professionally, like obviously on a much higher level than what we're doing, but still.
Is there a higher level than this?
Yeah, well, like getting
Joe
money,
Rogan?
getting big money for it, And I think you have that in you.
I don't know. I'm just looking at all the equipment here, trying to figure out what it's going to take.
Don't worry, we got
taking notes.
Use us.
Exactly what I'm
You
doing.
can always.
You have
use
this
us,
equipment.
bro. Yeah, it's already you're an Emo Brown Social Club member.
Yeah.
This is at your disposal, bro.
Yeah.
PJ,
So that's
where do
where
you get your coffee?
Well, I, like my uncle over here, like to grind my own beans.
Nice.
So,
I
recently
buried
there was an
Mexican.
event back
Gotta
here.
look
I
at
don't know
him
if
when you
it was a teacher night or whatever it was. I was drinking. But there was Café Suavecito.
Yes.
A local homie. He was cool. So I got a couple of his bags. Been grinding that up. I really like that microwave. Wind and Sea collaboration.
Yes.
Which I'm gonna get you a coffee grinder so you can grind yours up.
That
would be my thank you.
Dude, I have so many bags of whole bean coffee.
A coffee grinder is
just
coming your way.
hanging out in the
I'll take
pantry.
'em.
No.
No, he's getting a grinder.
I've been wanting to get a grinder. I just other things show up, like, but I definitely have no less than 6 bags of whole bean coffee just waiting.
You should. It's so fun. It's so fun.
So good.
But yeah, I
and
just
better, right?
I mix it up. I try everything. If it works, then I stick with it for a while. But then I always try something else. I got ADD with coffee.
You love grinding beans so much you married a Mexican.
Yes, I do.
How do you, brother? I don't know what that means, but it will fucking.
I think you got that the other way around.
Yeah,
right,
she's the reversal. She wanted to buy a home, so now
that surprises me. I thought you were more sophisticated.
I'm not, bro. I don't even know how to spell sophisticated. I have 3 spots where I do enjoy going to get coffee. I love going to the Grindhouse.
Great.
I love that spot. Big homie Ron Ritchie has always done right by me. This coffee is always superb. The breakfast sandwiches, bro, is amazing. We are going to be making the Emo Brown coffee porter again soon. He's able to provide us a plug for Oaxacan beans to make the Emo Brown coffee porter. So that's coming. All right, so be ready for that just in time for the coldness. I also love going to Dame Mas, bro.
Hell
Dame
yes.
Mas Cafeína. I was there yesterday. I had their Mexican mocha, the big homie Ramsey and his lovely family. His daughters were there. So I'm like, oh, fuck, this is my kind of business model. Bring your kids and, like, make them work, homie. I like that. You know what I'm saying?
I like their, like, out of the ordinary drinks, too. Like, the banana latte, the raspberry, whatever the fuck that is. That thing is my favorite.
The local, they have grapes. And I knew Tender Hooligan was there. I did not know Tender Hooligan had coffee. I didn't know that. Yeah.
Isn't that like the number one thing that they have?
I guess. I had zero clue, bro.
We did a ride a couple weeks ago. One of my favorite rides in recent memory. We started at Tender Hooligan, had coffee in the morning, came back. Everybody had cervezas, a little late. Wifey, who's kind of, in the wine business, a little snobby. She's like, don't know if I'm going to like this wine. Ordered the wine, liked it. Like, 10 out of 10. Would recommend.
There it is, bro. Did she try to sell them on some wine?
No.
Why not?
Not there.
Not there yet? We're getting there? We're
maybe.
There?
Maybe someday.
Your lady,
But they're good.
She's a hustler, fool.
She is.
She's like a always be closing mentality.
Always be closing.
We
She
went
has
to-
approached every bar in IB about
Out of there?
about their wine program.
Own your backyard, brother.
She's
Own
like,
your
if I'm
backyard.
going to live here,
Yeah.
I'm going to need somewhere to drink.
There it is, man. Tender Hooligan.
Solid.
If you haven't gone to have their coffee or look at their menu,
Is that a Morrissey reference?
bro. Yes, absolutely. There's the aesthetic inside is sick, bro. You
And
know,
the DJ.
Yeah, the DJs is a prime piece of what they're about. A record store. They have a enormous amount of records that you can purchase. The aesthetics, they have the London-based phone booths, bro. The menus for all the drinks, they're all like English-based. 80s new wave reference based.
Great
It's fucking
Fanta.
sick. Dude, it's fucking sick. I loved it.
And
Took
do you
the
know what
kids.
goes on in the phone booth?
Sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of that.
Well, that. But you can, I think, sample the music.
Oh, it's a listening
Yeah,
booth.
it's a listening
Oh,
booth.
shit,
Yeah.
man. Those
So
are
it's
old
like-
school
You just like
tower
pick up the
records.
phone and hear it.
Right. It's not like you can, pop in whatever it costs these days, a quarter.
Do you know that there is a local phone that you can use? There's one on 3rd Avenue and it costs 50 cents? 25 cents or 50 cents. It's right at the Chinese bakery.
I want
Right
to make
at-
so many phone calls there.
The one right there across from Rally's.
It's an actual working
It's an actual
payphone?
functional phone, bro.
Did you beep somebody and have somebody call you back?
Beepers are also
You know
coming
what's
back.
also fun with those? Little inside hack. They used to have the payphones at Hilltop High, and I learned with any payphone, you can call yourself on a cell phone, and a number will come up. You can call it back, and it will ring. And you get about 4 seconds of conversation, just enough to scare someone. So we used to call the phone and be like, I'm right behind you, and then hang up. And anybody who would answer the phone would be terrified for the rest of the day.
You're creepy.
Fun times.
You are creepy. So full circle, bringing it back. I want to do a bike ride on Sunday. This is the first Sunday of the month, October, whatever day it is. Are you still going to be in town?
Yeah.
You will be in town.
I think. Yeah.
I want you here. Here. We start here.
Here.
We go to your neck of the woods.
All right.
We go to your favorite
Man.
right-wing brewery, Mike Hess, and we'll go ahead and have a beer there. Pour yourself
Is
some more.
it- is
Mezcal.
it
coffee
I'm just
too?
fucking with you.
Is it right wing?
I'm just playing with you. I like those people. They're good people. You know that. I like their story. They took us under their wing, dude.
I didn't.
right one.
Yeah.
Dude, Greg Hess
I'm
took us.
out of the.
That was good. Greg Hess took us under his right wing and said, "Listen here, boys. This is how you set up a." And he helped us along the way. Big fan. I know they get a lot of shit. I stay out of people's politics. You guys, motherfuckers, do what you got to do.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Just make good beer.
Yeah.
Or whatever service you represent. Just create a product in that service that's killer. And they do. This Sunday, calling all.
You're calling it.
I'm calling it, dude. Calling all bike clubs. It's a simple ride. So leave your shittiness.
It's a unity ride.
I want to go here. I want to go there. No. This
a
is
unity
it's a
ride.
Leave your
unity
colors
ride,
at
bro.
home. Don't wear your bike uniform.
No, bring them.
Bring
Unity, brother.
That's not unity.
That is unity.
we're
Bring
all
all
wearing
your
different
colors.
ones?
No. Bringing it all together, bro. There's more than one color in the rainbow, Barry. You should know that. Bring
I
it
don't see
all
colors.
together. Well, there's glasses for that. Bring your colors. Meet here. 8:30, 9 in the morning. We dip. We go to the pier. Simple ride from Emo Brown headquarters to the pier. We'll stop by somewhere. Bless them with some shekels. We'll buy, if they have tacos at City Tacos. I like those.
They do.
If there's coffee available. If there's a pub. If we want to go to the old Ye Plank. Although I'm hesitant to go to these old school bars and because I don't know how they'll welcome us. They're not used to having.
They don't have the infrastructure.
Dude, and
Exactly,
the Plank
dude.
is what an interesting place.
Very much so.
Like closes at 2, opens at 6.
What's up, bro?
So like
What's
enough
up?
time to clean it out, take a nap.
That's like dogs, bro.
6 a.m. shift, let's go.
Just hose everything off, let it dry, and open it back up.
We might have to do it there. Either way, 8:30, calling all bike clubs, all bike groups. Come one, come all for a fun
Our Pied Piper,
ride.
our Pied Piper of
Let's
local
take it
bike
back to
clubs.
old school shit, bro.
do it.
Let's take it back. You know, e-bikes welcome. E-bikes fully charged, brother. I don't want to have to
Charge
tow
them
you
up
again.
on Saturday.
Charge them up. I don't want to have
Saturday
to tow
night.
you again.
Put 'em
all
on.
right.
I know.
Sunday
It's
morning, we'll be here for that. That's what's coming. But if you want to see us before that, first Fridays for the foundation, BJ. Every first Friday, you get to go to the foundation. You have the wrong image. I legitimately sent you another one, dog.
Look at those
You
handsome
want to
folk.
start over again? You want to run it back?
Let's just start the whole episode again.
First Fridays at the foundation at 3 Punk. Go ahead and put that the wrong image, bro. Fucking PJ. We'll be there at Emo Brown, 6 till closing. Come this Friday. We're gonna be there from the morning to close. Every purchase you make, all the tips rather, are going straight to the Emo Brown Foundation. You'll have the likes of Caesar there, Chicle, myself, not him, Gus, Profe, and Aisha. Everyone will be there. Everyone will be having a good time. Everyone will be in the same boat, paddling in the same direction for the same goals and the same
If
objective.
there's anything that putting up the wrong flyer can say, it's that everybody's welcome.
There it is. Oh, BJ, you are such a fucking lame. Look at you. Just admit
I get all
that you-
diplomatic when Darren's
just
here.
admit you fucked up.
I fucked up. I'm going to do it again.
And I'll do it again, brother. So yeah, those are the updates. That was a quick update, bro.
I like it. I like
was
how
a-
you just took charge. That was an executive decision for Sunday's bike ride. Not waiting for the group chat. Boom.
I
Here it
wasn't
is.
going to. I wasn't going to until the dramas of yesterday came to the surface. I was like, what the fuck is this, bro? Like, these are bike rides. There's actual dramas in the world, and you guys
We only
are-
do 6-inch tassels
you
on our
guys-
bikes.
You guys are beefing over like a simple bike ride. Let's make it even simpler. See you here on the first Sunday of every month, and we'll leave from here, and we'll have a nice, simple ride to support a nice local establishment. All of us together, striving for the same objective, which is what it once was: exercise, sun, supporting local, doing good in the hood, having a blast, coming back, congregating, bringing some breakfast, burrito, tacos, whatever. Good.
Going to 3 Punk.
There it is.
Yeah.
We could do another day for that. I mean, this is just straight up here, hanging out, having a good time.
Warehouse.
Bro. At the warehouse, Emo Brown headquarters. That's
Done.
that.
In.
See?
Count us in.
There it is, bro. Motherfucker said us.
This motherfucker said we.
His wife's not even in town. He's speaking for her.
I'll speak for her.
Is she back in town by then?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I hope so.
I
Yeah,
hope so.
We'll figure it out.
I'm tired
Maybe
of TV
she hears this
dinners.
episode. Huh?
I'm tired of TV dinners. So when wifey's gone, do you drink? Do you cook? What do you do?
What do I do? What do I do that
You want a job? Remember, take it
that,
easy.
that she doesn't know
I just
about?
heard
Is that
some
what you're
pub
asking?
music.
Tell her how you lost your phone, fucker.
Well, I don't know what's going on with my phone. I hope she's not trying to call. But no, nothing. I cook. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, I maybe will spend a little more time out trying to fill the day. But
Cocaine.
yeah, I mean, you know, see what yeah, I never say no to anything.
Yeah.
But no, I when she's out of town, you know, I usually get a list of things to do. I got to go to Costco. You know, super exciting stuff there. I got to go.
I got to go too. Let's go together.
How much is your bill for Costco? Asking from a guy who has 3 kids.
Right now, it's going to be probably a lot because we're out of every fucking thing in the house.
Yeah.
Like we
That's
have
a
nothing
$300
left.
purchase.
It's probably
Easy.
going to be like a $250, $300 purchase.
Okay, so we do that every 2
But we're only
weeks,
2
bro.
people
Yeah.
with no kids.
We do that shit every 2 weeks,
We're about
bro.
every month and a half, 2 months.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
These fucking kids, bro.
And we'll go to this one right up here.
Oh, you go to the Broadway one?
Maybe.
Look at you. fool.
Maybe I'll be close to Mission Valley today. So maybe
Yeah,
I'll do
you're,
that instead,
yeah,
but-
I'll be close to Mission Valley. You're gonna do everything possible not to go to the Broadway Costco. You freaking weenie. You're a
No.
South Bay guy. Come on.
And then there's the other one off Market,
Yeah.
off the 15.
yeah, I'll go
So,
to that one too.
Yeah, we'll go to
that
one
one's
too.
overwhelming too.
Yeah, it's
The one
they're
over here.
all overwhelming. I mean,
Not the one in Mission Valley. Look at you. The one where they give you lattes upon arrival. Look at
They
you.
do not.
What would they do?
That one,
Americanos or
right,
what?
You get a haircut from Sport Clips.
Get us-
right?
Hey, I remember that old sponsor. I never went. Of all the things you were marketing in your
appreciate
day,
that.
I never went to that.
Thanks. You're really helping my future career by saying you didn't support our sponsors.
That
Speaking of
sponsor.
market, the Market Street Costco is pretty nice.
I like the Market Street Costco.
Market
Yeah,
Street, right.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool. Right off of it's Ocean View Boulevard.
They make
there.
you check your card. Like they don't do like the people check your card anymore. Like you have to like clack clack to get in.
No way.
Yeah, I think they're one of the first to clack clack on.
But
it.
you could get in without a card.
What does that mean?
So they
Your
used
membership.
they used to have like you walk in
Right,
and like
you
you have
show
to
your card,
flash a
right?
membership. I just show my emo brown card to be a dick. But when you go in there, there's no person now. It's a kiosk that you have to like.
Oh, it is.
But you could go in there because they offer products.
Yeah, you can buy the booze without a card.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just
It's a bit
tracking
weird.
membership, but that's
Yeah,
it.
that's cool. I
But
guess.
clack,
I
clack
went to
is-
the gas station the other day, and I didn't have the physical card on me. I thought I could use the Apple Pay card. Can't.
Why?
I
They
don't
don't
know.
support Apple.
Really? At the fucking Costco?
Yeah.
I've
So I
gone
had,
with
I had to call the guy over and say, hey, I'm a member, right? Like I've got the card on my thing, and he's like, yeah, like you got to download the app,
Yeah.
like another app you got to download, another password. You gotta
Wifey did
download.
that. Yeah.
So I didn't know any of that. I thought if I had the card on my
See what happens
my
when your
Apple
Show me
Wifey
emo
Pay,
said-
brown card. It always works for me.
Shit, bro.
it didn't. Yeah, so he had to like put his card in and like make
Wifey
sure.
leaves town for a week. This fucker is in disarray. I can't
Put gas in my car.
Dude, I make the bed every day. I take
Outta
a
you.
shower every day.
Yeah.
I do all those things.
Outta
I'm-
you.
I am.
You know who else does that? My 7-year-old, bro.
Yeah, Pete's learning.
But dude, we all know guys who like when their wives go out of town, they completely fall apart, right? Like no
Been there, done
shower
that.
for 2-3 days.
Been there, done
That's
that.
me when
Yeah.
she's here.
Yeah, I mean that's not like I don't completely just unravel. I'm good when she's out of town because she travels a ton. So
Yeah,
I'm
she
good.
does, bro. She's always posting up cool pics, and you're not in them. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
I know you're not the only one of my friends that has needled me on that one. Like, oh, look at her having the time of her
Having a
life
great old
without
time.
you.
Where's Darren?
Yeah.
Probably taking the photo. Nope.
Yeah, probably sitting
At
home unshowered.
At home, trying to figure out a fucking
Unmade
make
bed.
the bed.
Now, are you big on cooking? Like, is cooking something you enjoy doing? Because me personally, I could cook anything you want for breakfast. But when it comes to like a fancy dinner, if it's not steak or like some sort of like pasta, I'm fucked.
To be
Yeah.
fair, he makes egg salad sandwiches 7 days a week.
And
so-
they're delightful.
I'm good. I mean, I'm not big on breakfast. Usually we'll make a bunch of like, sausage earlier in the week. So you have it. So you just heat it up. But I have a light breakfast. Lunch is usually, let me go out. Let me go someplace. Let me go
Maybe
figure
get him
out
a
what's
sick
what.
one.
And then dinner, I throw some food on the Traeger. We haven't had an oven in 3 months.
Okay.
4 months. Our oven went out and we just haven't even bothered to fix it.
Yeah, you got a Traeger. Why would
Yeah.
you?
Bro, we had our microwave go out, right?
Do you need it?
No. We've
We haven't had an oven. I mean, it might be even longer. It might be like 4 or 5 months.
Air fryers?
Yeah,
We have
but
an air
I'm-
fryer?
But I'm saying it's like a microwave, an oven. Those are things that are pretty. You assume they're essential in your lifestyle. You need them,
Right.
And then you remove that variable from the equation. And I'm now.
You figure
we're
it
like-
out?
Yeah, we're like we have 3 kids. You'd think we'd need this microwave to reheat. No, we just put everything on the stove top, put it in the air fryer, use the Traeger, and that's it.
Our oven is strictly
you know?
storage at this point.
Yeah,
Same.
you're married a
Unless we
Mexican
make
chick,
cookies.
bro. You're married a Mexican chick.
So
That's
why
what we
don't you
do.
use your oven though?
Me?
Yeah.
Because we use it for like baking and stuff, but like we have the air fryer because there's only 3 of us.
Yeah.
So there's not much.
Air fryer. We have a toaster oven,
Yeah.
a microwave, a toaster oven, a Traeger, stovetop. Like,
All
we're
the
good.
same thing. Under different names.
Don't need it.
Yeah, all the same
It's
thing.
a different tool for a different use. If I knew something that would be delicious in the oven, sure. But again, I'm a breakfast guy. I can make you French toast like you've never had.
Very nice.
Pancakes of any variety. I've even gotten into the art pancakes, ones where they like draw and shit.
You're a weirdo.
I am
Dude, that's-
amazing at pancakes.
That's me with the coffee.
Yeah.
With the foam where you make the.
Is that
you
really
put like
you?
a little clover in there and shit.
Yeah, becoming a little barista.
Whenever I played O'Sullivan's, they draw a penis in my Guinness.
Ladies and gentlemen, this new segment is called The White Perspective by Darren and BJ. Look at you freaking weirdos.
that might be my next job. Is
What
being
happens
a
when 2
barista.
white guys drink full glasses of
Hey,
mezcal?
I'll hire you a
be-
little Italy, bro. If you want to
I'll be
slang
doing
beers,
that.
I'll hire you a little Italy. Look at
Well,
you go over there. Beers are beers. One for you, 2 for me. One
my
for
wife-
you, 2 for me.
The
That
only
was
thing
Fernanda
we,
at Oktoberfest.
we only missed the like making pizza in the oven. So we bought a pizza stone for the grill.
Oh yeah.
Problem solved.
Yeah.
Done.
You can make pizzas in the Traeger without
Yeah.
the stone, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better with the stone. But
I use it because I make the Chicago style, the thick one. So I put it in my.
not pizza, my guy.
No.
Mr. Lefty.
Sorry.
I like. Why are you? Damn.
You mean the thick? No.
He just
That's
dropped
a-
white dig on me.
That's a
fool.
casserole. No, that's
a casserole. It is.
Sorry.
I like it.
3
It's
whole
super
inches.
saucy.
There are a lot of things that I've let go of
but
being
not
born
that.
and raised in New York. The Chicago pizza thing is not one of them.
It's more of a pie.
It's like a casserole.
It's a meat pie.
Right. It's a pie. Casserole. Something like
Delicious, but it's a pie.
that. Is it chunky,
I like it.
like a bunch of no.
I like it. Fuck me.
It
Then,
has
huh?
to be equal amounts cheese to sauce. When it's more sauce than cheese, it just falls apart.
Yeah.
Got to be cheesy.
You're falling apart.
It's a pie. It's like you said.
You're the casserole of whites, bro. You're just falling apart over there.
Extra raisins.
Members only time, BJ. Members
BJ.
only, BJ. We put up a couple of polls this week. A couple of polls. Last week, Darren, happened to be One Hit Wonder Day. I think it was Thursday. So I put out the question, One Hit Wonder. What is your go-to One Hit Wonder, BJ? I want to start with you because you are a man of the arts. You are a man of like music that people don't listen to.
All right.
Go ahead.
Mine is Turning Japanese by the Vapors.
Oh.
This
I
song
didn't
is
even know the name of
always
that band.
stuck in my head.
Okay.
Everywhere I go, I'm just turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. It's a fucking banger of a song. I can't name another Vapor song. I probably couldn't name them until I looked this up. I just knew the
Racist
song name.
song by 2024 views?
It's not about being Japanese.
Oh.
I think it's about whacking off, which makes it even more funny to me.
Right, because it's about but there's a little.
It is kind of racist.
I think it is. Yeah.
I don't like it for the racism. I like it for the tongue-in-cheek humor, and just it's a
Sure, but
I don't
banger
think it
of a
was
song.
intentionally racist though at the time when it was
The 80s was
released.
ironically racist.
It just might not
Alanis
pass the
Morissette style racist.
sniff test today.
Yeah. Today
That's a
they
good
would-
song. Good song. Didn't know the Vapors sang it. So that's a definite
Look
one
at
hit
that
wonder.
solid mullet there on the left too.
That's good.
That is very 80s.
That's good. The Vapors,
All
bro.
of them.
Red,
All of them,
red
yeah.
Converse
Yeah.
knockoffs.
Even the poses are very 80s.
Yeah.
The guy in the bottom. My 12-year-old sits like that.
Everybody tried to
Well,
look like David Bowie back then.
The guy in the middle top, I think. Too.
Oh, dude.
yeah.
That's Phil Collins.
Very sexy.
And I will say this also is featured in one of my favorite movie moments.
Go ahead.
I believe it's Jackass the movie 1. They run through the streets of Japan listening to this
Yes.
song dressed as pandas, just tearing
I
shit
wonder what
apart.
Japanese people think of that song.
Hilarious. Well, they probably don't think much of it.
You know what I love about that song? One of my favorite bands, No Use for a Name, covered it.
Yes, they did.
And it was an amazing rendition
very
of
good
Turning Japanese. Darren Smith of Radio
Fame.
Lifestyle?
Former fame. Well, I'm going to stick with my Irish theme here. House of Pain, Jump Around.
Oh.
Can you guys name another House of Pain? Now, I know this song's been horribly corrupted and you hear it in every arena and Wisconsin football uses it in the fourth
they really?
quarter. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Have you
okay.
never seen Wisconsin football fourth quarter? The whole place, 90,000 people, Camp Randall, jumps up and down. So maybe it's remained a little more mainstream. But House of Pain back in the 90s? Come on, man.
Fuck,
These
what else does
guys-
House of Pain sing? I know there's...
Everlast. That's what they sing.
No, bro. I
That's
know.
because this song, the guy
That's the
from
singer,
this
though.
band
Yeah.
turned into Everlast.
Whitey
'cause
Ford.
They fucked up his back from all the jumping. He's like, I need to do something that's not going to make me jump around. He picked
He
up
had
a
disc
acoustic guitar.
surgery, right? Yeah.
Did he really?
I listen to Joe Rogan. I know what I'm talking about.
Oh, Lord, bro.
He was on there.
And then DJ
Everlast
Lethal,
was.
right? Isn't that the same DJ from Limp Bizkit? Or am I tripping?
Limp Bizkit was
Affiliated somehow, right?
Yeah. Like got them in there.
But I don't remember
Does
another
that qualify?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
that's a
does.
one.
That's like a king ass. That's like probably like the highest rated one hit wonder song right there because I can't remember
Because
any
everybody
other
knows
House of
the
Pain.
song, but nobody can name the second song.
What is it?
I bet you can.
I bet you
course
can.
I can. I mean,
you
he's
scream Irish, bro. You're the tallest leprechaun I've ever met.
What do they have? Shamrocks and Shenanigans, and I had.
Oh, he's a fan.
Damn.
They had a whole bunch of.
He's like, these aren't
it
one-hit
appealed
wonders
to
in
me.
my heart.
Did it?
appealed
Did it
to me
really?
when I was a kid? Yeah, absolutely.
Wisconsin, Melvin Gordon. Am I tripping?
Yes.
Oh, there you go. What's up? I still
Wisconsin
tap into,
doesn't, but House of Pain did.
I still tap into my Charger knowledge, bro.
All right, you like to make fun of us, but now, Steve, it's your turn.
Because
yours is the worst out of
Mine is
three
the
of us.
lamest of the lamest, bro. But I remember early on in our marriage is when this song came out. So like 2007-ish, 2010, somewhere there. Definitely before the boys were born. Gotye, Somebody That I Used to Know. Bro,
Yeah.
look at this guy.
Somebody that I used to know.
I loved listening to that song. It was a great song. I don't know any other Gotye song. I'm pretty sure there's Gotye fans across the globe, but for the life of me, I could not
It looked like I
sing you
cleaned up
another one.
Diantwood.
Diantwood. Do you know who Diantwood is?
No, I didn't know who Gotye was either. I knew the song.
Okay.
But like, if you could have put $1 million on the floor, I would not have ever guessed Gotye.
That song is still a banger, fool. That song is a
If it
banger,
comes
banger.
on,
you'll listen.
I'll
Yeah,
roll up
bro.
the windows.
What kind of dance
and I'll
do you
let
do
it
that
rip.
song?
You don't dance, bro. You just bob your head and like just reminisce of something that you've lost.
Somebody that you used to
Yeah,
know.
dude.
Somebody
I mean,
that you used to
we
know.
all have people that we used to know. You know,
I don't know him anymore.
Now you're just somebody that I used to know, bro.
Yeah.
Banger of a song. But we had some people. Put some other songs on there. I didn't even send you this because I'm a weenie, and frankly, I like doing
Isn't this the
things.
slide you sent?
No, that's a different slide.
Okay,
Don't show that slide.
Nope.
How about? Yeah. Okay. We have House of Pain.
Ha!
We have House of Pain. I have a Gotye. And no, that's pretty much all the ones we had.
There's 30 different people saying those two songs.
The same things over and over,
So
bro.
did you-
Macarena is one that
Macarena?
came out a lot.
How about
bro.
Mambo number 5?
Mambo number 5 is
Lou
on there.
Vega.
Mambo number 5.
Lou
Ina
Vega.
Ina
Yeah.
Kamosi. Who's that? Ina Kamosi's on there.
Don't know that.
No?
That must have been a child.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
sounds like
I
kid
think
music.
we had the best ones.
We did.
I think we had the best ones. We touched a little bit on every demographic that we did, bro. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. This is your first time? You sure?
I think so.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Fucking well done.
I prepared. Like I said, that's what I miss.
BJ, do you have the graphics for transitions? Of course not.
Yeah, which one?
Let's go with our Yahwehs of the week.
Of course,
Look
I've
at
got
you,
the
bro. Look at you.
Yahweh of
Look
the
at-
week.
Ladies and gentlemen, Yahweh of the week. Look at that, bro. Are you familiar with this right here, Darren?
I
Is
am.
this something you're familiar with, that drop and that whole Mexican cultural reference? You're kind of Mexican.
Well, I know it from here. I don't know that I know its origins.
That little fat kid was going across a river, a little pond, a little lake, a little crossing, and they were messing with him because obviously, he's a big
probably
kid.
show that video,
He's
you
a-
think?
I think he could probably show it. He's a big kid on a twig crossing the river, and the friends. Let's just assume BJ was crossing, and you and me are on the other side of the river, and we're doing everything in our power to make this fool fall. Well, mission accomplished. And along the way, he's like, Yahweh.
Güey, no se va a empujar al agua. Ah, me dice que va a empujar. No, güey. Sí, güey. No, güey.
I'm going to push you. You're going to fall. And he's like, no way, no.
Ahí, ándale. No, güey, no. No pasa nada. No, güey. Está sucio, está sucio. No, güey. ¡Ya, güey! ¡Pinche pendejo, güey! ¡Ya! ¡Pinche vato, güey! ¡Ya, güey! ¡Pinche vato, ya!
He didn't even throw the
güey!
stick at him. I would have threw the stick at
¡Ya,
him.
güey! ¡Por favor, idiota!
Te bañaste. You're so close.
¡Güey, idiota!
And I'll tell you this, bro.
You're so close.
When a Mexican tells you, no pasa nada, buckle up, buttercup, because something's
not
about
gonna
to
be
fucking
mad.
happen.
Something's about to pass.
Something's about to pass to your ass, bro.
I feel sad for that kid.
I don't. He
No,
made
not
money
at all.
probably. And then it's
He
one of
needed
the
it.
ultimate Mexican memes of all time, bro.
Oh.
It's forever there. It's never
One
going
hit
anywhere.
wonder.
There, no. He
That's
never
me.
came back for more. All right, BJ, what do we got? Let's do our Yahweh
Let's
of the
see.
week.
You want to start with doom spending?
Okay.
All right.
Doom spending, dude. It turns out that there's a Generation Z. They have
What?
given up on everything.
Yeah, Gen Z.
Gen Z has given up on a lot of things. They feel that our economic future is so bleak that they're running up credit cards. There's no actual saving or planning for the future. They're just buying anything and frivolously spending, bro. Doom spending. Gen Z and millennials are increasingly doom spending. Here's what it is and how to stop it, bro.
Stop giving kids credit cards.
I believe so. When I was little, I was in high school. I got my first credit card at 17.
In high school.
Yeah, dude.
By your own devices, or did somebody take you?
I was somewhere and I signed up and they gave it to me and it was like $1,500, $1,000, $1,500 in that range. Bro, I didn't have it longer than 2 weeks before I ran that. I maxed that bad boy up, dog. Who wants hot dog on a stick? I got you. You know, who wants to go get some new checkerboard slip-ons?
Who wants to buy a used car?
It literally took me like 3-4 years to pay that thing off because I didn't understand how credit or any of that worked.
Interest.
I feel as a
What
dad,
card was it? Do you remember?
Shit.
Because I know I got in trouble with a Discover card. Oh. Do they still make those?
No, those are weird because you don't pay them all up front or something, right? Like it's
Same
a weird
thing. I went to a baseball game and it was like, do you want a free helmet? Sign up for this credit card. It was like literally that easy.
Yes,
You're like,
I want a
"Yeah,
helmet."
just- I
Like
just
the guy
want
in a helmet with the ice
Like,
cream in it? Sign
I'm
me
like,
up.
like I'm a freshman in college. I'm never going to get the credit card. Sure enough, dude, fucking 2 weeks later, the credit card shows up.
Oh no.
Same thing, $1,500, $2,000 bonus. Right out, right to hats for everybody. Right back to
Who wants a
Yankee Stadium.
fucking hat,
Everybody,
bro?
I'm buying hats for everybody. We got 5 hats. Everybody's getting beers. Like,
Check
there's-
under your seat. There's a hat.
There's no tomorrow. Like, just keep swiping the card, and then
Shit.
Bill
How long
comes
did it
in.
take you to pay?
2 weeks.
No, to pay it back. I was like,
dude, I was in jail forever because then the rates keep going up. You know, you're paying like 40% or whatever it is. So like, yeah, I was in prison with that Discover card, and then we would make the mistake of calling them. Sometimes literally from the bar.
Okay.
The number on the back of the credit card and be
I need to
like,
cancel a charge.
being like, hey, I need to extend my limit, the opposite.
what are you currently at, Mr. Smith?
Be like at 1,500.
How about 10,000?
They would do it.
Have you ever tried fraud? It's a lot cheaper.
They would do that stuff.
Yeah, they would.
No joke.
Yeah,
They would just extend it for no real reason whatsoever. No income, no checking, no savings,
Legalized
no nothing.
addiction, bro. These credit bureaus and agencies and all of these bigwig Visa, MasterCard, American Express, all those guys.
Same thing.
They're wetting your beak and showing you just how easy it is to spend using their card.
Yep.
Buy today, pay whenever you have money.
Play today, pay tomorrow.
And then when you've got to pay, you ain't got it.
Yeah, and I had nothing. I couldn't even make minimum payments some months.
Oh, man. Did you ever get in trouble like that, BJ?
I'm in trouble like that right now.
That's my guy.
I got my first credit card sometime when I was college aged. I was already out of college, but they gave me like a college credit card at Wells Fargo for I think it's like $500 or something. And I've worked that credit limit up to like 10,000, and I'm nowhere near that. But I am at a point now where it's like I've taken all the recurring payments and everything off it. Like I just want to pay this shit off and be done with it. I need to do like a balance transfer or something because the amount that I pay every month is more than the minimum, and the interest is like more than half of what I pay.
Yeah.
It's
That's how that
crazy
works,
these things fucking
BJ.
work.
You're
I don't know
done
math.
for,
It's a
homie.
trap.
You are done for.
Now,
dog.
balance transfer. SDCC, here I come.
So why is this happening? All right, it's happening because young people are chronically online and they feel like all they receive by way of social media is bad news. Things will not get better. It's one blow after another blow. And obviously the only way for some people to cope is by going out and spending and utilizing what we don't have. I've been guilty of that. You know, it took a while for me to kind of like, oh, all right, bear down. You know, now if a credit card, it's like, all right, what is it? Exhaust manifold went out, dog. You know, that's grown people shit, homie. That's grown people shit. So then it's like, all right, now we got to spend this and now we got to spend that. But before, man, I was spending on some frivolous ass shit, dog.
Yeah, but not because you thought the
Frivolous.
world was going to end.
No, just because I was like,
Not
I didn't
because,
want it to ever end.
Yeah, not because you feel like the world is in such despair that I have to, I got to go buy this pizza oven, right? It has nothing to do with that. I think, like you said, that's the terminally online universe where people just doom scroll and see all the sort of stuff that makes them feel bad.
That whole generation, dog.
So that's how they came up.
It's fucking weird.
I
Also,
can
I
turn
think
it off.
To play devil's advocate here,
Here we go.
these kids grew up during COVID.
Yeah.
Like, that's something none of us ever experienced. And
True.
like they grew up in it. So
We grew
like,
up through it.
Now they're living post-COVID where everything is so uncertain. Everything
Yeah.
is so like they could just shut us down tomorrow if they fucking want. None of us thought that was a thing they could do.
Yeah.
But now it's like for anything, they could just be like, shut it down.
My name's Barry and I'm running for city council.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And that will lead into my story in a little bit.
Oh, there it is. Well, this story actually leads into more, not doomsday spending, but now Amazon is offering houses for $19,000, bro. It's like the world we once lived in and knew about is
I thought it was just a
completely gone.
box.
I love that it comes in the box.
Dude, I love that they thought that was the house. It took them literally a few times through this
to
this
pop out.
storage unit that they unfolded. And when they fully unfurl this Amazon laden box home, it actually looks pretty sick. It has a little patio, it has this. But how much does it cost for the land?
Yeah, where are you gonna put it?
How much does
Where
it
do you
cost
put
to set
it?
up plumbing, electricity, and all this?
Right.
But $19,000 for a structure like that, I'm kind of down.
Can you go put it on the Silver Strand?
Why wouldn't you? Oh, I mean, yeah.
I don't know.
Who's
Yeah,
gonna
you get it
allow
like a
you?
mobile home park or something, but
Right.
you're still paying like out the butt for that.
I mean,
Do you
more than
need-
a
do you
mortgage,
need
bro.
hookups?
About the same. And they can
No.
jack up your rates at any time they want. That's the thing that they're going through right now.
Fuck. I don't follow this guy, but I see some guy on TikTok every now and then who just kind of uprooted and started building a whole area out in the desert. And he just kind of looked for an area that would be feasible for water pining in and electricity and everything. And he's done it. It looks pretty sick. I mean, I have kids, but if I was solo dolo,
But where are you going to go with it?
I don't know.
See, that's the whole point. Where do you go? Where do you have that house delivered? Your house?
And then what?
Just live in your parents' backyard for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
Right.
little
Does
granny
it fit
flat.
there?
I just take showers inside.
How big of a backyard do your parents have to have for that to make sense?
I would say that's like the size of a good motorhome.
Is that a driveway? Does that fit?
It's got to be level, right?
And
Gotta
what
be
is your
level?
level of
You gotta have
comfort?
hookups.
Yeah. What? How do you want your life to go? Like, do you want to live in this thing in the back of somebody's yard.
Is it a starter house?
Yeah.
It's like a college dorm.
Is it a
It's a
forever
starter,
home?
for sure.
No.
Does it appreciate like a home does?
Oh.
Does it
No, probably
depreciate like a car?
depreciates like a car.
Right?
Yeah, I'd say like a motorhome.
So from that standpoint, I don't know.
You'll pass.
I would do my research.
Yeah. Investment home?
If you had like a
Where do you
lot
go
of
then?
land available to you, and you could set up multiples
Right.
of these,
Like an
and
in-law.
turn them into like an Airbnb situation or something, it's like an investment.
What if you put your in-laws there?
You put yours, motherfucker. I'm not putting my in-laws there. Crazy out your mind, boy. Respectfully, I love you all. No, but there's a place in El Valle de Guadalupe, and they have these glamping spots,
right,
you know? And it's the dude, whoever, cartel, probably has a big plot of land, and they have a bunch of little teepees, tents, those cool fucking RVs that what's Eating Gilbert Grapestown had run through them. I don't remember the names of them, but those big silver ones. You could buy a bunch of those right there.
Airstreamers.
Thank you very much. You could buy a bunch of these. 19,000.
And they have a bunch that are shaped like wine barrels down there.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're huge ones.
Yeah.
Sounds like we need to go down there and have a little fun. But that could be something like I don't
Buy
know.
some
there's a
land,
use.
buy 4 or 5 of those.
There you go, bro.
I feel like, yeah, the
There you go.
intention of behind these is different than what the use is going to be. Like, a lot of people are going to think, like, that's a great idea. I could live in that. But really, it's more of like,
Amazon made it, bro. The intention is exactly what you think.
did you hear they changing the return policy?
No.
I haven't done too much research, but there's a lady on TikTok that I saw talking about they're changing the return policy. Like, you're not going to get your return money back for like 30 days. Like, they have 30 days to pay you back now.
Okay.
And
But
you
you're
can-
still getting paid back.
Yeah, but it used to
Okay.
be like immediate. Or it used to be like it was under $10 or something. And they're like, yeah, just keep it. We'll fucking refund
Figure
you
it out
anyway."
later.
Yeah,
By
but
the-
now it's like send everything back. You might get a partial refund. You might get a partial return. They're getting a little stingy on it, and people are talking about going back to real stores.
By the way, I don't know if this is still in place, but a little Amazon return hack.
Here we go.
Kohl's, you guys know the store Kohl's?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kohl.
You can return there.
You can return it there, and you'll get a $20 20% off for your shopping at Kohl's that day.
But who shops
Really?
at Kohl's?
I do.
Yeah, man. You don't shop at fucking Barry shops at Buffalo Exchange.
I shop on Amazon.
He's like, hey, dress me like Kurt Cobain. What if he had lived?
A Costco or band T-shirt.
You've
guy.
never shopped at Kohl's?
My mom used to. She
Yeah.
used to buy me stuff there.
There, you can find some stuff there.
Even I've gone to Kohl's, brother.
I don't go there willingly.
No, well, I don't think I go anywhere.
I'm not like
to
a
shop
department
willingly.
store guy.
No.
No, nobody is.
Yeah, but you got to check a box.
But
every now and
there's,
then.
you'll find some useful stuff there. Like, where do you get like socks and underwear? And
Costco.
it's simple.
Online.
But for 20% off, would you go to Kohl's?
It depends how it compares to the Costco
You're
price.
such an elitist, bro. Just 'cause
Elitist?
You don't even have a
What are you
job
worried
yet.
about?
fool.
I
You're
buy
worried
my
about
underwear
getting
in
spotted at
bulk.
Kohl's?
What are you talking about, dude?
Bro, I think
I wear
Kohl's
free
is-
tribal undies
Yeah, that's
3
what I was
days a
gonna
week.
We're due for another visit to travel. Why? Because you have holes in your
Yeah, I
chonies,
need
bro.
more chonies.
I'm telling you, Kohl's is a bit underrated, I think.
Okay.
You can find some
No.
things in there that
I'm a
are.
Mervin's guy.
Wifey goes to
They have an
what's-
Adidas section.
Yeah, they do. What's next to Trader Joe's in Eastlake?
You losing me again.
There's a shop that wifey loves going to. I know Kohl's is one of them, but
Like a department store?
yeah, I forget what it's called. But yeah, wifey goes there and she buys like shirts for me. See, I'm spoiled. Wifey brings me clothes.
Yeah, Fernanda dresses
You know,
me.
I'll go online. I've
So
discovered
you guys
Temu.
don't even know where the clothes come from.
No, mine come from
China.
Costco. I read the
I think
labels.
they come from China. Look at me
Taiwan.
That's
personally
a given.
at Temu, bro. All right, simply because
Temu? Is
it Temu or
bro.
Temu?
I thought it was Timo.
No, it's because you guys are white. It's Temu. Pay
Well,
attention.
you're outnumbered today.
gonna be
I will remind you.
Temu.
Temu, whatever.
Temus.
Simply by working at UPS, I became very familiar with that brand because at one point during our peak season last year, 80% of all products that we were delivering and loading and putting out were Temu products. Says, what the fuck is this Temu thing? So I went on there, bro. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I buy socks. I buy 30 pairs of socks for $3.
Only problem though is
Go
they're
ahead.
out of stock with a lot of the things that you order.
What
At
do you
least that's
order?
been my experience.
Okay.
Like I ordered 10 things, they were out of like 6 or 7 of them.
What do you mean? You can only order what's available and put it in your cart and buy it.
No.
No?
They were out of it.
I bought my son.
But the stuff we got, very good.
People complain about the quality, but I'm like, it's maintained.
But it's like $7.
Yeah.
you know, like I got like, you get some like a pair of shorts for $7. When
Dude,
we
I
went
get-
to Colombia, like we bought a bunch of linen stuff, just because
It's easier to smoke a cocaine, for sure.
Exactly. And like and all the quality was very good. So I'm
I
with you.
bought 20 fanny packs. And these fanny packs, I'm going to slap on an emo brown patch on there and see if we can slang them. Bro, it was like $30. A fanny pack like that on Amazon is $30. So I'm like, so I haven't had quality issues yet. My kids play travel ball, so I had to pay like $170 for their little rolling bag that holds their helmet, their shoes, everything. Same fucking bag on Temu.
Yeah.
$40. So I'm just saying, man.
Now, not to pee
Go
your
on,
oatmeal.
Temu.
You know, I always got to think about the people.
Yeah,
I
because
always
you're
think about the small
eres
guy.
bien Contreras,
Do you
compa.
know why people are mad at Temu?
No idea.
Temu. It's because they're using like forced labor in their warehouses. And even if you just Google it, it comes right
Dude,
up.
our guy is wearing
Accused
Nike.
of forced labor in supply chains.
He's wearing
particularly
Jordans.
the Zhejiang region of China.
Do you think he gives a shit about this?
Underpaying workers, extending hours, 75
Hey, that's
hours a
bad then,
week,
bro.
just so you can get a cheap bag.
I did. I got 20 of them.
He's wearing Jordans. This man does not care.
I am unaware of these things, bro. I'm
Steve, man of the
disconnected.
world.
Really, dude?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's pretty bad.
So you wouldn't buy that? Do you support companies like that? Careful with what you say.
I don't get
That's
wrapped up
right.
into
There
that.
you go.
I didn't even. I'm gonna just.
We're all
block
using a
all
cell
of that
phone, and
out.
that's all bad.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I got an iPhone.
Yeah.
It's not working right now.
That's what happens.
I have an iPhone. I try to compartmentalize that stuff.
Yeah.
It's not up to me to think that the standards that we live by here are the standards that are going to be everywhere else in the world.
But our standards are provided by people who live by the standards that get forced upon them like that. You know, like you don't have to update your phone
Right.
every year. You don't have to get the freshest Nikes every year.
Damn,
Right.
fucking BJ, look at you, bro. Just because you don't get a haircut for a fucking year, you'll get all mad at us, bro.
Hippie, yeah, dude.
Right. I think
All
you
of a
make a
sudden.
good point, but I also think like our standards don't apply in other places. So like
First world problems, brother. First world problems, bro.
The old first world guilt.
see, this is why Gen Z is spending all this money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
Because he's the
'Cause they're like,
closest to Gen Z.
that's
Fuck the
that's
free
the
world.
irony
Yeah.
of it is
Yeah.
like they're spending money on this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Are
And
you
they're
what gen are
perpetuating
you?
the
And
problem.
complaining about the world on their iPhone, like slave labor.
What gen are you?
They're perpetuating the whole
I am
problem.
a millennial.
What does that mean? That's the one step
It's like
before?
85 to like 2000.
Okay, so that's like the step before the Zers?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm the
okay.
go-between between X and Z.
I'm a Gen X.
Technically, I
X?
should be
I'm
Gen
a
Y.
Gen
I don't know why
X,
we got stuck
yeah.
with millennial.
You and I are both Gen X.
There it is. I'm
What year are
40.
you?
I'm 79.
72.
I'm 45 years old. You're 52.
52
Quick
in
math
October,
tells me
yeah.
that. And you are 34
Yes.
by math tells me correctly.
Because I'm 10 years younger than
fool.
you.
Yeah, so at the lower side of millennials is probably like late 20s. Yeah. Fucked, bro. That's why sometimes
Do you blame us
No, I blame my parents.
for your issues?
I blame my
So
parents'
you blame the
generation.
boomers.
Yeah, boomers,
before
for
us?
sure.
Okay, yeah.
Why? What do you blame them for? What do you blame them for? Having you?
Yes.
Yes?
Thank you. That is basically my
bro.
biggest issue. If
Like
I didn't
housing?
exist, I would not worry about these things.
Housing, environment, all of
Yes, and I mean, I'm not an economist, but I know there was like a lot of frivolous spending coming out of it. And again, like they came out of the World War generation, so of course they were like, yeah, fuck yeah. But like, my biggest thing is they didn't think about the future enough. Like they had all these things accessible to them to like build like sustainable generational wealth, or like think about the families they were having and setting them up. Not just like you'll never have to work a day in your life, but like just having a safety net for the family that you're having. It was more
Weird.
just
A millennial is
me.
complaining. Oh, wow.
A
Look at
millennial
that.
complaining. Millennial tears are what fill the Nile River.
Come
no,
check
like-
out my new band, Millennial Tears, will be opening.
Playing turning Japanese for 3 hours. But no, I think like my generation, your generation, we do think about our kids a lot. Like,
do,
how do I
yeah.
set them up? I don't see that a lot from
I don't know,
the
dude.
generation that raised my generation. I'm just gonna say it.
That could be a cultural thing.
Cultural.
It could be a cultural thing because my parents, they definitely looked at how they would help us and progress as we got older
Yeah.
to this day. And I feel like I do the same thing. Wifey does the same thing for our kids moving forward. So it could be a cultural thing. It could be the people of the Mayo.
I think that, yeah, like a big immigrant mentality is like, I got to set my whole family.
You got to
up.
hustle. You
That's
got to
the whole
work.
point,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Of going from one place to another.
You got to work.
Everybody comes from an
harder.
immigrant family. It's just how far back you go.
Right.
You know, it's like they just lost that fucking
I never
drive,
viewed you
I guess.
as quite as a millennial as much as I did today, bro. There's a whole lot of whiny going on.
Why didn't you ask me a question? I gave you my answer.
Why?
Man.
let me hear your Yahweh. I'm on pins and needles
This
now.
is why the
brother.
kids are doom spinning. ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen.
here we go. It continues.
Because we were talking about COVID earlier, and the people that are making the choices to shut down our world and you know, put all of us out of work for a year and a half, and you know, stick us inside our houses, telling us it's for the better good. Those people are out there having sex and drug parties, ladies and gentlemen.
Sounds fun.
The former New York City official in charge of COVID-19, they called him the COVID czar.
Okay.
The pandemic response has been admitted to attending sex and dance parties throughout the height of the pandemic, despite telling others to social distance. So a video posted. Now this is one of those kind of like gotcha videos where like they go in with someone like kind of baiting them along, and it's pieced together from several meetings and interactions. But like these are things he said, and he's saying that's all taken out of context. It's not like they pieced together the words. Like these are all statements, just different days.
It's always out of context.
So yeah, everything when you look bad is out of context. Trust me, I've said a lot of things out of context.
I will say that everything I said here today
out of context
was out of context.
Completely in focus.
So yeah, this dude, Dr. J. Varma, he was talking about.
That was our
these
czar.
videos.
That was our drug czar, huh?
I don't know if I can play a lot of the audio because it's kind of shitty, but we could.
We're all taking Molly, and everybody's high, and I was so happy because I hadn't done that in like a year and a half, like a year or whatever. And but I was looking around, being like, I wonder if
That looks like Perry Farrell's dad, bro.
this was not
Wait,
COVID
when
friendly. The only way I could do this job for the city was if I had some way to blow off steam every now and then.
Bullshit.
Because hotels didn't want people gathering there. Because I was like running into.
But yeah, basically this interview just goes
Who's
about.
the weenie filming him every time?
So Steven Crowder, I don't know if you know him. He's an online personality. He is controversial. He's the guy that goes to colleges and does the prove me wrong fucking thing. He sent somebody like an intern or something to go interview this guy, and like they got comfortable and cozy. He just started admitting all sorts of shit. But like it's crazy the things that he was saying. Like, yeah, we were all under this bank in Wall Street taking Molly and having sex parties during COVID. While I was telling people to mask up, I'm having a sex party. And I get really touchy about the COVID thing because, like, for me personally, it fucked me. I as an independent musician and someone who depends on like the gig economy and the service industry, when somebody else can tell me I can't do that anymore and I can't make money for my family, but they can like still make money from me and then go have these sex parties and like
And don't
rules for
invite
thee,
me.
not for me. Like when Gavin Newsom was telling us we couldn't eat indoors and he was caught eating inside with everybody, giving hugs, no masks, like
Damn, BJ came with an
swapping
axe to grind
spit.
today,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
Look
Get
at
it
this
off your
couple.
chest.
Get it
Fuck
off,
these
bro. Look
guys.
at you.
Fuck all these guys. That's
There
what
it
I
is,
say.
bro.
Fuck them
Yeah.
all.
All right,
Well,
there it is, BJ.
And if you don't say that, I mean, why? Why would you not say that?
Well, I
do
don't
as
know.
they say, not as they do.
I
BJ.
feel like that's a standard that's applied to politicians for as long as there's been politicians.
The sickest part is at the end of this when he talks about everybody being forced to take the shot. That's the thing. Is like we're not really forcing people, but if you make them uncomfortable enough, yeah, you can force them to do pretty much anything. So if we take away your right to work, if we take away your right to take your kids to school, if we take away your right to do this, then yeah, you're pretty much gonna do whatever we
Did you
say.
get good sleep last night, BJ? I'm
I
just
did
curious. Yeah,
until
all
I
right.
saw this video and I woke up fucking pissed, dude. I get mad about COVID.
He
This
looks
is-
like a
are you
drug
sure it's
czar.
not taken out of context?
I've had coffee. That's a
Yeah, it definitely looks like it was out of context. That drug czar looks like what I would think a drug czar looked like in
He
the
looked like
mid-80s.
he was like on Molly right
yeah,
there. It was
bro.
kind of jittery.
He
Dude
looked
was,
like he looked more like a drug liaison, bro. He didn't look like a czar. He looked like I can get you some Molly.
He is a drug czar.
Yeah, he is for sure.
He's definitely a
forget
czar
his
of
actual
something.
title before COVID became the thing, but he was like, yeah, like the health and wellness guy of New York City, like somebody you should trust with your health, right?
A lot of shit going on in New York City these days, bro. Mayor just got indicted.
Mayor, yeah.
It's going crazy out there, bro.
Weird. Politicians are not always what they're cracked up to be.
I'd just rather be, just happy guy.
I would love to
doing
live
our
my
thing.
life unimpeded, but for a year and a half, we were impeded by these people. And if we don't push back, if we
Yeah.
don't call them on their bullshit, they're gonna keep doing it. Is
I don't
why get so
understand.
heated.
I don't understand why you just didn't stand up for yourself and didn't adhere
Why
to the
didn't you
rules.
go take
I
some
did.
Molly and have a drug
Why
party
didn't
at
you
the bank?
do it, bro?
I continued to work. I continued to find a
There
way
you
for my
go.
family, but I
There you
also
go.
played by the rules because I had to.
Lame.
What was
a
I supposed to do?
weenie. Figure out different ways.
I bought beer outside.
That's right.
I walked up to 3 Punk Ales and I purchased my beer and went
Fred.
home.
This is a microcosm. This is what happened when
I stood 6 feet away from the next guy.
This is when millennials complain to Gen Xers. We're like, fucking figure it out, fool.
What did Gen X have to figure it out like COVID in your generation?
9/11.
Tony Hawk?
90s hair.
I was there for 9/11.
Yeah, you were
90s
little, dude.
hair. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
every
pretty
generation
rough.
has their own dilemmas. to
Acid
deal
wash
with.
jeans.
Yeah.
Bro.
So you guys have
man.
to fly with a
Yeah,
passport
fucking-
now, but like
I witnessed what
work.
accidental
Right.
suicide was on Beverly Hills 90210 season 1 episode 7.
Fucking Donna Martin
You know what I'm saying?
graduates.
my generation's got the fence.
Donna Martin graduates. So you have no idea, dog.
There's a lot of angst there.
Dial-up internet fool. My
live-
mom would get
yeah.
on the phone and disconnect me from a group chat that would kill me.
Oh, the home phone.
Come on,
How
guy.
could you? How
You
could
have
you
no
get
clue,
through your
bro.
life
You have
like
no clue, dog.
that? struggles. I'm so sorry. I take it back. You guys had it so much worse.
The wrong video would be #1 on TRL.
Jesus, bro, come on. So many
man.
unnecessary beefs. Darren, what is your Yahweh moment of the week? Let's hear it.
Well, I
I'm
think
always
yours is
interested.
first, right? Isn't yours first?
I already did
Was yours,
both of mine, dog.
What were yours?
But mine were the.
Did mine make it? I thought mine didn't make the
Yeah,
cut.
the doomsday spending.
106 Americans exposed a massive data leak. Rocks
Yeah, pop
background
that
check
on there.
burn.
Let me hear Darren's insight on this.
Yeah, it's not that I want to make everybody feel nervous about this. 106 million Americans. Data leak, another one, right? This happens every
This is normal, right?
2 weeks, a month?
Yeah.
This is
Let me
something
ask you
Gen
guys both
Z
the
and the
question.
millennials are just used to by now. You guys are crying about
So
it.
there's 300 and
You care about data still? So cute.
so this is probably going to backfire on us. So, here's the thing. What do you do about this? Right? What do you do about this when you see this headline?
Stop talking to strangers on the internet.
Do you change your passwords?
All the
Like
time.
if you go through
But does it
you do?
matter?
Monthly.
But does it
Come
matter?
on.
Yes.
You're the
Monthly.
guy.
Monthly.
How often do you change your
I don't think
passwords?
I've ever changed my
Me
password.
neither. I know. Should we admit that? Probably not. I looked through my iPhone this morning just to go through all the every password I have has appeared in some sort of data breach.
Yeah, no doubt. For sure.
So
and how many
I-
different passwords
you
do you have?
changed
Do you
the-
use the same password?
Yes. Because how can you keep track of all the different apps
I write
that
them
you
down
have?
in a little notebook.
Do you really?
You do not.
No, bro.
Or
Where's-
I make
where's the
them
notebook?
semi-memorable to myself. I can
That's
guess it.
impossible.
Yeah.
So how many TV apps do you have? I
Couple.
have at least 7, 8.
Yeah.
I have to remember my mom's password for
There
Disney
you go.
Plus.
You
That's
fucking
it.
Gen Z shit. Oh,
Banking, everything. Ticketmaster today,
Yeah.
right? I got up early so I can get in the Oasis pre-sale queue.
that was today?
That was today.
The Yahwesis.
Yeah, Oasis.
Yeah,
So-
Oasis.
But I don't know what to do. Like, do you change your passwords? You really change them
Every
every
month you should
How
be.
many passwords?
The important ones. There's stuff that I don't give a shit about, and everything's gonna get leaked at some point. If you're
Yeah.
on the internet, your information's out there.
Yeah.
If you signed an agreement, did you read it?
No.
You're giving up your
You just
information.
scroll
for
right
everything.
through, like,
Yeah.
There's a
iTunes
South
every
Park
time.
episode
Give me
that
to my
breaks it down
OnlyFans.
beautifully.
You know, like, I don't wanna read all this
You
shit.
want access to these things? You're giving up if you have electronics, you're giving up all your rights.
Look
to
at this
The only-
doomsdayer over there. Look at this fucking doomsday.
It's not even doomsday. This is realism. I'm not spending my money like Gen Z. I'm just saying this is the real world we live in. You've given up your rights to privacy online
Right.
so many times
So
over that
sad.
it
I have an
doesn't
iPhone, so I figured somebody can crack it at some point.
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
so,
HK had a whirl at it this weekend, and now look at you.
but
Yeah, let's run the story.
the point is, like, what do you do with that? I don't know.
Yeah, you just change your passwords and live in fear.
You say that like it's an easy thing. Like, I'm not attacking.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, it's a hard thing to come up with a new password every fucking month.
You
Do you
have to
guys
change it
just let it?
completely.
Because
the
then
default?
you need like a capital letter, you need a number, you need a symbol.
Ugh.
Dude.
I don't use real words. That's a helper. I just use combinations of things or numbers, and like, again, writing them down and keeping them semi-memorable.
Do you
helps.
use the default recommended by your phone?
No.
No,
Nobody can remember that.
Well,
And
that's why you
always use
save it.
two. If you have the two-factor authentication ability, do that.
You know who's just a
You
big as
can't fake
weenie
your
like you are
fingerprint, yeah.
about these things? Hexes.
Yeah.
Hexes is hard. Steve, you've given me your password and you didn't even change it after? I was like, no, why? What's up? Do I have to change it? Are you giving me a reason not to trust you?
Yeah.
And he's like, no, but still, bro, come on. I'm like, I don't. I suck.
I'm with you.
I
I gave
suck.
our neighbor my password. I use it for channel to watch some soccer. And I don't know. Like, should I change that? Like,
Isn't it rude? You already let them use it. Now you're going
Right.
to take it back. I don't want to be that guy.
I don't want to be that guy either.
Or just share your password again when you change it. But you should be changing them.
But then, like, if I change it for this,
Then
for
you have a
Netflix, then
domino
I have to
effect,
change it for
yeah.
Amazon. Then I have to change it for YouTube. Then
Es
I have
otro
to,
pelo,
It
bro.
sounds bad, but it takes me like 30 minutes to change every password.
Barry, you are the man I want to become.
Thank you.
Fucking give me something good,
Maybe we should actually just pay Barry to change our.
Yeah, there it is. He's got a job.
I'll be your
now,
guy.
fool.
I will. I'll be the gap between Gen Z and the boomers.
You
Or
are
Xers, whatever you are.
You are the conduit.
Xers, yeah.
You are the conduit between the
Should
X
make your
and
life
everything
simpler,
else.
that's all.
Give me something good. Algo bueno.
right.
We are slumming it right now with all this negativity, bro.
True. Well, we are kind of sharing an Algo Bueno, so I'll let you get that one. But mine
Go ahead.
was something that happened this weekend at the Oktoberfest in the Barrio, which went off
happened?
without a hitch. Great event. We had a lot of fun.
The barrio didn't cancel you.
No.
How do you?
They didn't even come and say a negative word.
Oh.
But we had a lot of people there. The Chicano Park Museum and Center for Cultural Arts was there. They were repping. They didn't seem displeased.
Very nice.
And
You're welcome back.
yeah,
Very good.
I think they'll be doing another one. But most importantly, Fernanda and I were there volunteering, helping out, slanging beers. I was helping Caesar with Here's Beers, and Fernanda was helping on the 3 Punk Ale side. And then she got roped in with a whole bunch of other beers. But what she was doing, I think, deserves a big shout out. She was the #1 most popular person at this event because she was giving out the samples, right?
Yeah.
Eventually, she was the only one giving out samples, and they just kept bringing more kegs and like.
So you
slapping
finished
more
all
with
the
them.
beers. It's good.
We did. We
Good,
finished.
good.
Guess which one went first?
Who knows?
No guesses?
None.
3 Punk Ales, baby. Oktoberfest.
Oh,
was
yeah,
the
we
first
always
one
go
out.
first.
Because of the hard work of my wife,
Okay.
friend of the show, social club member,
Friend of the show.
and I'm going to give you her pitch. We have 4 beers to try. This one, or the best one.
Oh, Lord. Had to her. Had to her,
She was
bro.
just slanging the
say
shit
no
of
to
it.
that.
And the consensus was the Oktoberfest from 3 Punk Ales was the best one. Several Germans tried it, and the other,
The
I'm not going to call
Germans?
anybody
Is
out,
it-
but
is
there
it
was
Germans?
2
The Germans.
Oktoberfest German-style lager beers, whatever. That was the favorite of all of them.
You know what? I'm not going to
So
lie.
congratulations to Kevin, 3
Yeah.
Punk Ales, and all the hard work that you
we
guys
do
did.
a lot of good things at 3 Punk, but Kevin is, in the 7 years that we've been in operation, he has killed it as a brewer, man. He
Yeah.
does his thing. He knows what to do. All of the beers that come out are quality beery. They're all quality lagers, quality ales, all of them.
I love all of them equally.
Well, good. I'm happy you could turn on your happiness.
But also,
Okay, here we go.
it's supporting Fernanda, dude. She stood on her feet.
What did you do
for
wrong?
7.5
What did you do
hours.
wrong, fool? What are you trying to
slanging
compensate
these beers?
for? What did you piss her off? What are you trying to do right now?
No, I'm in good standing
All
right
right,
now.
that's my guy. That's my guy.
I didn't even get.
Keep it that way.
I had 3 beers,
Okay.
then a 4th beer later.
That's
That was it.
4
I was
beers.
good.
Okay.
Four beers is like, it's, just an average. It's like a
2
nothing day.
tacos.
That is
Fucking
breakfast for me,
tacos,
sir.
Right. You ever
Darren Smith.
Have you seen that video where the doctor's like, so, how many drinks do you have a day? It's like, like 2, 3. Like he goes, 2, 3, like, beers. And he's like, oh, we're counting beers too? Like, oh, I didn't know we were counting beers. I thought we were just having.
How many beers do you drink
Abacus.
per sitting? If you're going to go out and drink, how many beers do
If
you
I'm going
drink?
out to drink,
Yeah.
it's a lot.
Is it really?
I mean, well, it depends. Also, it depends on the beer. That's why I drink some lighter style pilsners.
Yes, sir.
Gulch is coming back.
Gulch is coming back, guys.
So
That's right.
that's a good. That's a good like 6-sitter.
Yeah,
I think.
the Kolsch is super light, super crisp. We call those styles of beer like lawnmower beers because you can go out and mow the lawn, do the yard work, and have a 4-pack and
Yeah,
no pasa
I
nada.
mean 4 or 5,
But
somewhere in that range for just like are you going out with purpose or are you just kind of going out?
The older I've gotten, the less I drink.
The less frequently I drink. I don't know that I drink any less when I go out, but
I don't drink anymore, but I don't drink any less. Give me algo bueno there, Mr. Darren Smith.
so I think you are probably gonna represent Padres. I just want to give a shout out to Peter Seidler's wife,
Oh, right.
Sheila Seidler,
Yes.
who has been very active on social media.
Very active. I love that.
And this is a relatively new thing, obviously, with Peter passing away last November, the Padres having the kind of season that the Padres had. I think it's been great that Sheil has been out there posting so much on social media that I see. I'm not on social media as much as I was when I was still working, but I've seen enough to say, hey, I feel connected to the spirit of the club, not only because they wear the PS patch and they have the PS heart out there everywhere that you look when you're watching the Padres, but I appreciate that she's taken that next step to be a little bit more active on social media because I personally, as somebody who got to know them a little bit, feel like we're all more connected to the spirit and the soul of the club, as good as it's been, as exciting as it is, through her and through her connecting with people on social media. So that is my my shout out to her. and
Algo
to her
bueno,
family.
bro. This team is different, Darren, over the last few seasons and even the winning seasons that we've had in the past. I feel like this team is different, and I feel like the players have bought into the message. And it did you see that they did the whole PS, Peter Seidler logo heart in center field?
Yep.
So that's going to be there tomorrow when the Padres take the field and are, defending Petco Park from the Braves. It's going to be the Braves. It's going to be the Braves.
Well, by the time this come out, it might be the Mets.
Yeah,
or
we'll figure that
Diamondbacks,
out. But I mean, I'm excited. Do you think that this is a special team, and how far can they take it?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I don't see any no reason that you think they can't win other than the unpredictability of the postseason, right? Usually there's always, when you're in the regular season, right, as lifelong Padre fans, people know there's usually some sort of trouble lurking around the corner.
Yep.
But
Always.
I think with this, getting across the finish line, everybody's healthy. The pitching line's up. The trades were great. Postseason roster, it's a roster built for the postseason with the bullpen. So there's no reason to think it can, other than it's the postseason. It's unpredictable. But all the things that happened this year, really exciting. No hitters, batting champ, right? And it's been a fun. Like I said, the silver lining to me not working has been just being able to enjoy this for the last 3 months, and excited to get it going Tuesday, Wednesday, and for the rest of the postseason.
Make your
at Petco
prediction,
Park.
fucker. Make your prediction.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. I think they're going to get through the first round, obviously.
Okay.
But it's the postseason. Like, you just, you don't know. Like I think they have as good a chance as anybody.
Yeah.
In the National League to go to the World Series.
Agreed.
I don't.
And that's not always been the case.
No, I mean, I like their chances back 2 years ago. I like their chances against the Mets because the Mets are perennial chokers. I like their chances against the Dodgers in a short series that year. I really did. I don't know that I would have bet on it, but I think they've got as good a chance as anybody. I don't think that they're going to shrink against the Phillies. I don't think they shrink against LA. I just don't. Now, they might get beat, but I don't. That doesn't necessarily mean that somebody's better. I do. I think I like their chances a lot. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think
Where's
it's
the
going to be a
party?
fun October.
Where's the party? Where are you going? What game are you going to?
I'm going game 2.
Okay, so it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You're going to Wednesday.
Tuesday, Wednesday at least.
Yeah.
So
If things go well, no Thursday.
no Thursday.
Tuesday, Wednesday. I will be in Palm Desert.
What?
Leaving right now, actually, after the show. And I'll be watching out there at the spot that we stay. There's a cool ass pool, and there's a huge TV screen that just encompasses all of that pool area. And last year, we tend to go to the same time of year when the kids have break is when we plan our trips. So this last season, I made some money gambling. I enjoy gambling. I'm like Shohei. Call me Shohei Ohtani's
sports?
translator.
What?
Everything.
Cards?
Bro.
What do you do?
Anything. I like
Dice in the alley?
if it's available, I'll do it, brother.
Okay.
If it's available.
Life
But
is a gamble.
Life is a gamble with 3 boys and businesses and everything. But still, I can't wait to get up there, have cocktails, sipping daiquiris, and watching my Padres play, bro. I'm bummed that I can't go to the first round, but family time, and this is just what happens. Handsome Kim, my boy, Handsome Kim, as the boys call him.
Handsome King.
He's not going to be playing, dude. What does that do to this team? Major hit? We've played without him for the last month.
I don't think so. They've played, like you said, they played without him for a month. So, you take your roster into the postseason. It is what it is. I don't think it's, I think they would love to have him available, but I don't, from the standpoint of knowing that they can win without him, I think the mindset of players is one that they'll make do with what they have.
What is the mindset of players? You've been around these weenies,
I've not been
bro.
around these guys, but
No.
I think you could just see it. I don't think, like I said, I don't think that they're intimidated by anybody. I don't think that they feel like, there's anybody in the postseason in the National League that they look
can
at.
fuck
And,
with, yeah.
that it's like, hey, we couldn't match up with them.
They purposely laid an egg, game 3 against the Diamondbacks.
Feels that way?
I feel like they did.
Feels that way?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I never like saying that because
The
I always-
connotation and everything
yeah.
that surrounds it.
Yeah, but is there anything better though than postseason baseball downtown San Diego? Oh man,
Bro.
dude, the trolley rides up from the south.
Will Myers buying, El Gallo buying people shots at all the pubs, at the
Everybody,
bars,
everywhere,
bro.
the vibe downtown. The streets are closed off. Music.
Everyone chanting
yeah.
Barry. Barry, are you a Padre fan?
I believe I am now.
Go ahead.
Growing up, I've always been around the Padres. Like, they've always been a part of my life. I've always had a San Diego hat, But I feel like the last couple seasons, more than ever, I've become more observant of what they've been doing. And I could say this in the terms of missing players. I do feel like this season especially, I know more players' names than I ever have before, and that's because more players are doing things than ever before.
For sure.
So we're not really reliant on that one guy to carry us further than the others. Like, everybody's had an explosive moment that I've seen. Like, Jerson Profar goes off, it's like a home run every game, right? Like,
That's impossible.
The MVP.
so I think I'm not worried.
Jackson Merrill, you know who he is?
I do.
Yeah.
Merrill, Kim.
All those, dude. I
Kim.
feel like this year more than anything is that next man up mentality. Something happens, somebody just rises to the occasion and takes over. Maybe not to the same level that they're replacing, but still serviceable, and it doesn't skip a beat. The machine just keeps on trucking along We've missed Tatis for months. We've missed
Musgrove.
We've missed
Darvish.
Darvish, bro.
Right.
You know, and we had
know all these names.
Yeah, like these are all players that are pivotal roles with the squad, but it was a next man up mentality.
Yep.
Up comes Waldron, up comes Vasquez. You know, it's like boom, 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 plug in holes where needed, and these guys were serviceable and they did their thing.
Yep. Because
And
last year without those two, the season
that's
sank.
what happened. Yeah, last year without those two, that's exactly what happened. We were nowhere to be seen. The little last-ditch effort in the last month to see what we can do.
Yep.
But still, I feel that Arise was a great pickup, dog. I feel that Jurickson Profile for $1 million is a steal. Did we win the trade with the Yankees? I think it's a push now. I think we had initially lost it, but I feel anytime you lose a top 5 player like Soto, it's like, oh, fuck, there's no way you're going to win that trade. But guess what? Everything we got back was a piece that was necessary to fulfill the building of this lineup that we currently have.
Yeah, I mean, and the nice surprise was the catcher, right? Higashioka.
Bro,
That guy just
out of nowhere.
So many clutch bombs here and there. You think, he's just the throw in this deal because it's, Luis Camposano. That guy's been incredible. So I'm with you. I think it's fun. I think
gonna be
been
fun.
I think it's been a very likable squad. I think it's
Schilt's
a team
our guy,
that's
dude.
easy to
Schilt is
root
our guy.
for. Yeah, like he's instilled in them something. I don't know. I always think it's players. But he's definitely instilled in them some sort of mentality about not giving up. And I always go back to that one game. I don't know if you guys remember when they were down 8-0 to the Cubs.
Hell yeah.
And they came back and they won that game. There was something about
Steve was
that
there.
moment that just changed.
I told the kids, I said, hey, if we don't score at least 5 runs in this inning, and it was the 7th, I said, we're leaving. Oh, come on, Dad, we want to stay. I said, no. And then, obviously, everything unveiled itself. Tatis hit that bottom of the 8th 2-run home run.
Yep.
9-8, we win. From there on, we knew, oh, shit.
And they were close to replacing those guys, pinch hitting for those guys. So they were close to throwing in the towel
Nope.
themselves on that. That one, and I think the near brawl with the Washington Nationals.
Oh, dude.
Man.
Those
That's
games
one of
do a
my
lot.
favorite Manny Machado moments where he just gets in there, grabs the catcher.
Get out of my
boom,
guy's
get
face.
the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
You don't want any of this.
That's when you finally started
and
liking
then he
Machado, huh?
homered. It was one of my favorite Machado
Yeah?
moments. I've always said as a player, I am a huge Manny Machado fan. The other stuff, leadership, listen.
You
it
don't think he's a
doesn't
leader?
matter. Perform at an elite level, triple play, bro. All of the things that he's done in the second half, ultimately, that's all that matters. That's what it comes down to. That's the player they want Manny Machado to be. Whether he gives speeches in the clubhouse or any of that stuff isn't really that important. Be an elite level player who doesn't accept mediocrity. That's what they want out of Manny Machado.
That's what they're getting,
That's what they're
dude.
getting out of Manny Machado. And you see how different the squad
Especially
is.
that last part. Don't expect mediocrity from everyone. No, bro. We are the fucking San Diego Padres now. I feel like there's a certain level. And you know what I like? I like going down and just reading all the trolls. It's like, oh, ESPN has to get off the dick of the San Diego Padres. All we hear is San Diego. That was never the case, BJ.
No.
We were always the team that nobody talked about, the team that nobody really referenced and said, oh, these are going to be good. Now they're the team that everyone's like, oh, you got to. Enough hyping the Padres. Okay, we get it. And like, no, bitch, let us have our moment.
Fine, let us talk about our stadium.
Yeah, let
then.
us have the number 1 stadium in the country.
That play's going to be live.
It's gonna. Oh, now I'm kind of bummed that I'm not gonna go the first round, but the second round's gonna be even more.
No
epic.
judgment here.
No, I'll be back, dog.
I mean, there is judgment, but it's your podcast. so.
Oh shit, BJ, what do you got that's new? Something good. Padres obviously good. All of these things that are good. Actually, I'll tell you something that's good. I went to the Tribal Seed show. I went to the Tribal Seed show with the homies. Big ups to Tribal Seed, Tony Ray, and everyone involved getting us in there. We had backstage passes to hang out and watch Tribal Seeds play and
saw that.
Stick Figure and all these other DJs. We had homies from UPS that were DJing it up there. It was an excellent time. Ran into a lot of people that we know, friends of the show. I don't go out very much. Wifey was out of town last week, and I got to stay home with the boys every day, bro. That's a... One, they're on vacation from school. 2, they have the busiest extracurricular schedule I have known to man, bro. That's swimming, it's baseball, and it's work, and it's everything. I loved it. So for me, that Algo Bien is getting an opportunity to bond with my boys on a different level. The older they get, the more I feel that we are connecting and becoming a stronger unit. Like my little family is like, we fire on all cylinders now. Like we communicate without even saying much. looks mean more than what they are, and we know what our objectives are. I have a little gang, dude.
Look at you.
The little Garcia boys were a little
squad.
gang. Yeah, I have a squad, and I rib wifey a little bit. I'd be like, "You left for a week, and these kids."
Does it feel a little bit like this?
I'm the favorite parent.
Mr. Mom. I never watched this one.
Oh, maybe you should.
Yeah?
Maybe this is a movie for you and the boys next time wifey goes out of town.
Is that Michael Keaton?
Sure is.
It
That
is.
motherfucker doesn't age, huh?
Batman and
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. That was when I was first.
And the
thinking. I was
head
thinking,
DEA agent in Jackie Brown.
Jackie Brown.
That's a great
That's
fucking
what I was
movie,
thinking
dude.
of, yeah.
Michael Keaton, Jackie Brown.
Dude, the detective in that one, or the bondsman.
Oh, it's Max Cherry.
Yeah,
Max Cherry Bonds, bro. Fuck.
Yeah.
See what happens when you're a millennial? You don't understand these references.
You didn't know
brother.
Mr. Mom.
I don't know what Mr.
That's
Mom
your
is.
generation.
Yeah, 220, 221.
No, I don't know.
Whatever it takes. No.
Fuck, no idea. I have zero clue.
You're a
you would get
borderline
that one.
millennial yourself.
Oh man, I am.
You were
I
on
am.
the you were on the
You're the
fence.
cusp.
I think 1980, 81 is millennial, and I'm like, no, miss me with that bullshit. I'm a Gen Xer. I am a Gen Xer, Barry.
A lowercase x.
What else you got from me, BJ? We have
Let's do a recommendation.
recommendation. All right,
All right,
okay.
you want to do your recommendation or mine first?
Do yours, brother.
All right, cool. Well, this is a segment I like to call Barry's Spooky Movies of the Week. This week, I've been recommending scary movies. I got to get a sound for it. I don't know. I've been recommending scary movies all since a couple weeks ago, and I'm going to go all the way through Halloween. But I think this one is going to top the list for me personally. I started with one of my favorites. This one is my all-time favorite. This one is called Dawn of the Dead, released in 2004. It is a remake of a 1970s movie. This one gets a little bit of flack for being kind of campy, a little funny,
Yeah.
but I don't think they intended to be funny. It's just the situations became funny. But it's a well-crafted masterpiece of horror movie. It fits the zombie trope
of the
very
Dead.
well. If you've never seen it, it's people surviving the
Kid
zombie
friendly?
apocalypse. Absolutely not.
Absolutely
Oh,
not.
absolutely.
Very
Okay,
gory,
okay.
very terrifying.
Very gory.
Really?
People
Okay.
in Wisconsin get stuck in a mall during the
Melvin
zombie
Gordon.
apocalypse.
Okay.
One of my favorite moments, and probably the most realistic moment in any horror movie ever. Ving Rhames is in this movie.
I know who Ving
Enough
Rhames is.
reason to go see the movie.
Pulp Fiction.
He plays a police officer who gets trapped with a bunch of normal people.
Marcellus Wiley.
They all they all immediately see him and go, "Oh, you're going to lead us out of this." And his first word as he's cocking a shotgun and
Is
getting out of
Marcellus
there,
Wiley a bitch?
he says, "Fuck
Marcellus
y'all,"
Wiley.
and just fucking gets
Marcellus
out.
Wiley's the former Charger. Right.
Oh, big fan.
Right?
Both are no.
Yeah,
might
so I
actually
recommend
better.
Dawn of the Dead. If you haven't seen it, go see it. If you want to borrow it, I got it on DVD.
Really?
A friend of mine just texted the other day and said the original Halloween still holds up.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
haven't seen it.
the pacing is a bit slow, but it's still they don't rely on spook as much as they
I'm
rely on
I'm
scare.
trying to introduce the boys into horror movies. Because I think one of the loose themes for Halloween costumes this year is each one of us are dressing up as like a slasher Halloween type movie character. So one of them wants to be Jason, the other one wants to be Michael Myers, and then I asked, well, should we be like the Freddy Krueger or something? So I kind of want to show them some of those movies, but I don't know where to start. 'Cause
Definitely
they're weenies, bro.
Not. I don't think Oliver's ready for any of these yet.
Well, the Halloween, the initial
not even the
one,
regular Halloween.
the first one's not that bad. The first one's not that bad.
but to a little guy,
Yeah.
I saw it pretty young.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
it
maybe
messed
by
me
our
up.
standards, but yeah. I,
I
think
mean,
if you're
they
a
lived
young
through
guy,
COVID, but
Okay,
still,
I was 8 watching Exorcist, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a whole different world
and
back
it
then.
fucked you up, right?
I guess I'm afraid
The
of everything.
vomiting.
I'm
Yeah.
afraid of fuck the vomiting, dude. That didn't affect my bulimia. It affected my anorexia. No, it affected me just like being alone. All of these movies fucked with me, like growing up and being alone.
I think Friday the 13th was the one that got me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Jason. Yeah.
Yeah. The music. Oh,
Well, fuck. If that's what we're going by, Jaws, the music got me alone.
Yeah.
Cujo,
You
the
know what?
music alone got
maybe
me.
maybe the Freddy Krueger ones are.
Watch the
Little more
original Stephen King
slapsticky, huh?
It,
Yeah. Those
Wait,
are.
the one with Tim Curry.
Nah, they can't hang with that.
Yeah.
Which one?
I don't think your little guy is big enough for any of these yet, but maybe
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space would be all right.
We're flirting with that one. It's kind of weenie-ish too, though.
I think Jackie could handle that, but I don't know if Ollie could handle that.
Give me a
Spaceballs.
recommendation, bro. Spaceballs. I've
Spaceballs
never
is
watched
terrifying.
that. What the fuck is that? It's lame
World-class
shit,
movie.
bro.
Yeah.
Give me some recommendations. I'm always curious what the elite recommend us
I've-
peasants
Recommendations for what? What do we want?
in life. Whatever.
Anything
what are
in
you
life.
watching? What are you reading? What are you a big fan of currently? What food? Anything, bro. Enlighten
well,
us.
we are many years behind on Better Call Saul.
Ooh,
Are you guys
never
there?
watched it.
Never.
No.
Breaking Bad.
Yes.
Breaking
Yes,
Bad.
yes.
He's a
Better
lawyer.
Call Saul.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know
Have you
who he
seen
is. I've just never seen the show.
I've seen a little bit. I didn't care.
It's a slow start.
I wasn't a big fan of Saul as a character anyway.
Why?
He's a dick.
I
don't like those
I don't
characters.
disagree with you, but I think there's a lot more going on there with the cartels. There's a lot more background on all of that, not just on him.
Okay.
So we have 4 or 5 episodes left. We're in the final season. It's taken some pretty dark twists. It's like I said, first couple of seasons, I don't know. Am I into this? Am I not into this? But by the time you get around to season 3 and you start seeing some of the character development,
That's
I
the
would
benefit
say-
of streaming. You could start really slow with a show that
Yeah.
you would probably hate if you had to watch week by week. But
Yeah, 'cause
if
you
you could
forget about
binge
it.
through it and then
Yeah.
be like, okay,
Right.
it gets
That's
good
an
about
old
third
ass
season.
recommendation right there, Darren.
it's not that old. It's like
It's an old ass.
I
That's
think
like me
the
saying,
This is the
know-
guy that tells us to watch The Sopranos every
You know
week.
what? Let me recommend this. Are you guys familiar with something called Wi-Fi? I'd like to recommend Wi-Fi for your household. Enough of this dial-up shit, fool. Let's
Wait, is this your recommendation?
recommendation.
Because we have a bit for that, too.
Oh, what do we do? What happened?
Ladies and gentlemen, Shamps recommends.
What am I smoking there, bro? And am I drinking a Truly? What the?
That's a
What is
Topo
that?
Chico.
That's a
That
Topo
is
Chico.
a
Thank
joint,
you.
I believe. It's the only picture I've had of you that looked fancy enough for this background.
My grandparents, my in-laws used to have a cabin in Big Bear just like that, dude. I miss that cabin.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, that's a good recommendation because I've never watched Better Call Saul. I never have. Big fan of it. Will do.
You just got to power through some of the early stuff.
Better Call Saul. That's a good show, bro.
Breaking Bad was all right, but it started slow too. So it's like, I
Breaking
guess
Bad
I'll give
is
it a better chance.
Breaking Bad's top 10 all-time shows. Top 10 all-time shows. It's up there. Mine is a completely off of the wall one.
Yeah, he went super
I
wholesome
went
with
super
yours.
wholesome, dude.
You got in trouble this week, didn't you?
I did. I could take care of the boys, and I just felt like, oh man, I got to talk to these kids like on a deeper level than the superficial. How was your day?
Did you Google
What did
how
you
to
eat?
talk to my children?
No, wifey actually is the queen of sending me memes and stories and everything through like Instagram. Like we have many forms of communication channels, and this one is the one that cuts through the fat the most. And
memes.
yeah, but she sent me one, and it was pretty cool because it was like interview your kids, talk to your kids. For those who have children. And it was a series of 7 questions. And these 7 questions were sick, dude. It's like, and I'm going to do these right now that we're going to be driving either up to Palm Desert or where we're up there alone because I'm going to be doing copious amounts of substances. 1, what do you think about a lot is a loaded question. And I think my 12-year-old is going to be way different than my 6-year-old. You
I
know?
would think so.
Right? Like, what do you think about a lot? And bro, I have baseball fans. I have baseball fan children. Like they live, sleep, breathe baseball. They know stats. They know beefs. They know who we hate.
Future
they
radio
know,
hosts.
Yeah, they future gamblers, bro.
Future gamblers.
Future
Yeah,
gamblers.
yeah, forget that.
They know the ins and outs of like.
steer them in the direction
Yeah.
of making
It's
money.
that
It's a very
Why?
similar path. It just forks
Right.
at the
Why
very
is
end.
Jackson Merrill batting against this left-handed pitcher? Don't they know that he's only? I'm like, calm down. Yes, that's true, but it's Jackson Merrill. We're gonna allow, more questions. What makes you happiest? These are the ones I'm gonna fucking freak out over. He's like, there was
When
one
they say,
on here.
Mom,
How do you feel around me the most? Like when we're together, like what do you feel? Like, oh man, so I better buckle up and be ready for the bottom line. My recommendation is I want to do more shit like that. I want to.
we should interview each other with these questions next week.
I want to
Yeah.
interview. No,
When are they going to be on the
shit.
pod?
No, wifey doesn't want them on here. She's like, only if it's an audio one. I got in trouble for.
I get that.
Yeah, I got in trouble for mentioning where they go to school and shit. So
I understand that.
I don't.
Yeah, you don't want that information out there. And there's a lot of weird AI stuff people are doing with kids. That's
There's a lot of weirds. Yeah, I would probably be on wifey's side.
Yeah, everyone's always on wifey's side.
And you should start changing your passwords.
Yeah.
Fucking
Good luck
guy.
with that. How much time do you have? Thank God I'm
Shit,
unemployed.
man. Yeah. What are you doing
Spent
now,
a
bro?
whole
What
fucking
are
day
your
doing this
plans? Give us a little behind the curtain. What do you want to do?
You're not done with your.
We're only on question number
That's
3.
it.
That's enough, bro. I think you know where I'm going with my questions.
No, I
just
want to
think
know if do you anticipate getting emotional when you have this conversation?
Not in front of them. I do my best not to. And I think that's my old Mexican
It is.
machismo shit. I don't have too much of it, but I have that much of it where I don't want to show my kids like, oh. But I mean, I'm very in touch with that. My wifey knows. The simplest things make me all weirded out. A commercial, a video, a movie. I'm like, oh, because now I'm viewing it through daddy eyes. I'm viewing it through like
Right.
I'm a protector. I'm a provider. I'm here to make these kids' lives better, to help them surpass the bar I set. That should be where they start and take off from there. So those are like, for me, it's like I just want to make them better. So yeah, I get emotional over those kinds of things, but I want to hear their answers because these little cocksuckers, they're honest, bro.
Can I make one little
Dude,
recommendation
they are
for this?
super honest, please.
Interview them separately.
Oh, yeah.
Don't do this in a group setting.
No.
Because you're going to get either repeat answers or, they're going to try to be silly.
Yeah.
But, like, if you sit down and make this, like, a special thing between you and them, like, just you and them.
Am I on a
you're gonna
Wonka
get
bar
way more.
or not at that point?
Oh, you'll definitely cry.
Yeah.
And you probably won't be able to read the words because it'll be floating off your phone. But, yeah, no, I think it's a good thing that you want to ask these questions and get to know your kids like that. Like, for someone that claims to have, like, a little bit of machismo in them. A little bit of machismo can
just
ruin
a
a
little.
lot of relationships.
I mean, you know me. You know me more than a lot of people. I'm not very macho. I don't give a fuck.
Not at all.
I'm the first one to like, bro, if that's fine. Handle.
What was
Do your
important to you though at 12? Just to like in anticipation.
What do you
of
think about
that
that?
answer? Yeah.
Boobs.
Dude,
Yeah,
honestly, at 6th grade, 7th grade, I was already into chicks. I had a girlfriend in
Yeah.
7th grade. Her name was Abby.
Shout out Abby, friend of the show.
Big
out
up
Abby.
Abby. Big up.
What-
She was
what
very
happened to
friendly.
her?
She was very friendly on the show. No, yeah, just so I'm like, I
Talking
look
about
at my
a child.
kid and I'm thinking like, he's not like me. And I don't know
They
how
not
wifey
like
was,
us.
but he was not at the same space that I was when I was in 7th grade. And that's kind of weird.
Our
And I'm-
dads thought the same thing about us, I'm sure.
Probably. I
Right.
mean, my dad was raised down in the hood, bro, in South and Mexicali and shit. So it was like his upbringing was way different than mine. He's way more hustle, work, no excuses. I take a day off from work. He's like, mijo, no trabajaste? Like, I'm like, damn fool, I get days off, dog. Like, I can just stay home one day and I'll be
Right.
chill. I don't have to be punching in and punching out 24/7, 7 days a week. But that's the mentality. And with me, it's like, I slowly want to tell them, be emotional, dude. Show your emotions. That's my biggest, like, macho trait is, like, I don't like to show them. I don't want to show people my weakness. They don't deserve to see it, Darren. No one deserves to see that.
I think your kids do, but
I know. I feel you.
I'm not a parent. What do I know? I'm the least qualified person for this conversation. So-
Not always.
My favorite uncle.
It's creepy uncle. Not always the least qualified. I feel like people in your position have the opportunity of seeing things from the outside in. Because when you're in the eye of the storm, it's really hard to decipher what really is going on around us.
Right.
And when you're on the outside, you're like, ooh, that was a bad move. Maybe you shouldn't have said that. Oh, fuck. I don't think he's old enough to watch The Exorcist. Yes, you're taking your kid to Ojos Locos. Oh, that's not the move, BJ.
Yeah,
We went to Target.
I got indoctrinated in a totally different way on my father's side. Some of the maybe it wasn't Ojos Locos, but it was not too far away. There were some things I think that I saw as a
No
12-year-old
knuckle
that-
Gary.
Yeah, that others didn't see. So in their upbringing, like I knew how to gamble on sports.
There it
and,
is.
Had a bookie by the time you were 13.
I knew
was
how
the
to-
bookie.
I knew how to do a 3-team tees before anybody else in my middle
I
school.
still don't know what that is.
5.5, 6, or 7.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah,
guy.
all that sort of stuff. So that's cool. Whatever the bond is whatever the bond is.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's true. And that's a bond that once it's built at a young age, it's there forever.
Yep.
It's there forever. You can't get rid of it.
Yeah, I mean that's probably why I did sports talk for so long.
For
'Cause
real?
That's all I really had in common with my dad was
Oh, wow.
sports. Yeah.
Look at you. We're learning a little something about
Should I
Darren
go
Smith
lie down
today.
on the couch?
An hour and 46 minutes, and we got a real emotion.
I know. It only took that long, bro. I want to know what you want to do next. What is your next move, fool?
My next move is probably go find a burrito and
Get it?
get it today and get through the week and go enjoy the Padres in the postseason. And I'm still focusing on all the things that I have to focus on. My family situation's not been fantastic to deal with, so this blessing's been a little bit of a break. It's not all bike rides and paddle boards and hanging out at 3 Point Gales, but deal with the shit that I got to deal with. At some point, we'll see if media is calling to me, then I'll probably gravitate back. Not going anywhere. Staying in San Diego.
That's my guy.
Not interested in going and chasing other markets. Not going to start all over again. Not going to go do talk radio in another place. Probably would think maybe my radio time is about up. But we'll see. There are options. Lots of people reach out. I'm just afforded the flexibility financially and lifestyle wise that I can take a breath here and actually plan out what's next.
That's always fun.
Yeah.
That's always fun.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in a good space. I'm in a really good space.
Good for you,
I
bro.
appreciate everybody asking, and I appreciate everybody reaching out, and it's been incredibly humbling and flattering. But I have time, and I think there's a lot of people in this market who find themselves maybe not satisfied professionally, who are looking to build something, create something, and we'll see how that turns out.
You and Marty and Jordan, you and Marty and Jay. Fuck,
Riff.
Jay Riff, you know, would get me through my things. And now that you guys are gone completely, there's nothing there, dude. There's nothing there that it is truly like fills the void. So that for me, from the selfish standpoint, I'm like, well, fuck, that sucks, you know?
Dude, 20 years is a long time.
Yeah.
20 years of doing 3-4 hour radio shows. Listen, I know it's not being a firefighter. I know it's not laying pavement.
I'm glad you didn't say laying pipe. Go ahead.
Laying pipe. It's, it's,
Can you lay pavement? The fuck?
I don't know. Isn't that how
I
you
think
do
so.
it?
I feel you wanted to say lay pipe, but you're
Lay
like,
dry
halfway
top?
through, you're like, oh, shit.
Lay dry top? I don't know, whatever it is. But I mean, it's a long time. Trust me when I tell you, like, I'm proud of what we did and what we accomplished. I think I did everything I wanted to do in radio. You know, if it calls to me at some point and it's a unique opportunity to get back into it, I'll certainly think about it. But, I find myself more happy with 20 years, like 20 in the game in our business is not normal. So to be able to do it at a high level and do everything I wanted to do, and now have the clarity of thinking, maybe there's a different way to do it moving forward is a good place to be in.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I like that we have access to you and via text or just to chit chat with you. Because you've become a homie. You've become Mr. Southbay all of a sudden, El Rey del Southbay.
Well, you've always, it's an interesting thing. Like when when you're no longer in that space, right? You're no longer doing the radio thing. It's something honestly like that Leah and I talked about. I was like, she's only ever known me as a radio host. You've only ever known me as a radio host. Do people treat you differently if you're not a radio host anymore, right? Like, is it always something that it's a transaction? Like you own a brewery, I own I do a radio show, like we help each other out. And you wonder how people are going to treat you when you're not doing that thing anymore, because there's nothing in it for them per se.
The personal gains.
Right. So, for the most part, it's been the same. Like we're still the same. We're still the same.
I feel like we got closer.
I think so.
I feel like we actually we've gone on double dates.
Yeah.
We've introduced our better halves to each other and they got along.
Right.
We've gone
not
on sick
everybody,
ones. So it's like,
yeah, I mean, some people, it just was, hey, like this was an opportunity for me to get my product mentioned on the radio.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's fine. For me, it was probably the opposite side of the coin, which was, we're helping each other out. Being
make a
mutually
beer
beneficial.
for me. Make a
We're
beer
gonna
for
get
me.
some free 4-packs.
Call
Yeah.
it the Gulch. Call it the Gulch. I said, you got it, fucker.
Yeah, but
Hey, do we got to call Jordan and tell him that the Gulch is coming back?
I don't know how that works.
Oh, shit.
Is it coming back? I think we got to call SDFC and find out what they're all about.
SDFC, huh?
SDFC.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, look at you,
Look
your
at
people.
you, dude. I'm a fan, dude. I'm
know
a
you
fan of SDFC.
You're a patched-in member.
I'm a patched-in member. I'm a patched-in member of one of the supporter groups, dog. I am a part of the Chavos Ultra. Chavos, what do you think of all this fucking SDFC build-up, coming soon, signings,
Dude, it is
group?
coming soon.
Extremely.
Like players have to report second week of January. Dude, it's October. They have six players.
All 6 of them have to come in.
One coach and like 6 players.
Oh,
and
man.
that means they got to get a team going. They got to get a coaching staff going. They got to get a training staff going. They got to, finish what they're doing for their facilities. They got to round out a roster. That means that the supporters got to make sure that they're ready to go when the season starts. So, it feels like it was a long time away out there on the horizon, but like
Not anymore.
And including that holidays and all that other sort of stuff that's going to distract you for a couple of weeks. It's right around the corner because the way this works. When you get into October, the rest of the year flies. So it's going to fly, and then it's going to be January. People are going to go, yo, like this season starts in a couple of weeks. Are we ready?
Are they?
I don't think so.
No. But is this normal for
But it'll happen
expansion
quick,
teams?
I guess.
Is this the common?
I mean, I don't know. I don't. I've never really been around
Yeah.
something like that. I think it comes together quickly. You get expansion drafts and free agency and things like that.
Yeah.
But it's not just the club being ready. It's like the stadium's got to be ready. Supporters got to be ready. Like there's a lot of things.
There's a lot of supporter groups.
There is.
There's a lot of supporter groups,
There's like
man.
7 or 8 of them or something.
Do you have a fan favorite, one that you look to more so?
With Loyal, I was Chavos.
Yes, up, dog.
And that's not, that's just, I liked all of them. Locals were always very good to me. I don't know enough about, I hosted a supporter event at Courtyard downtown.
Love
a
that
couple weeks
place,
ago.
bro.
Yeah,
sick
solid.
ass place.
And it was great energy. And I don't know exactly, who it was that was responsible. Was it the
Cocaine.
Dago Boys, Bara 18?
Tony Montana.
Is it Bara or is it Diez y Ocho? I don't know.
18. Yeah,
Barra
the Dago
18.
Boys, Barra 18.
Sí.
Yeah.
So Riptides, like there was a lot of people there. I don't know exactly how it all sorts out. I'm not that involved, but the energy that they brought when they brought the head coach and the sporting director out was off the charts. It was great. So
You just got to bottle that up, make sure it's all there when the
yeah,
first whistle blows.
that's it. And they'll get their act together.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
yeah.
Not excited enough to buy season tickets yet. It's pricey. It's very pricey, bro.
It is
It's
pricey.
pricey. I don't want to like throw
It's a good
throwing
thing you know
numbers
people.
around.
You know
Yes.
people.
I like throwing numbers around, but it's kind of pricey.
I have a friend that went. And it was pricey.
It was very pricey. It's like the Padres, but like
But if you don't act now,
Not
the
for
good
81
seats will be
games.
gone by the time.
that's
you're
fine.
right? Isn't that
There's
how that
always
works?
good seats. There's always good seats.
Every seat's a good
Every
seat.
seat's a good seat, dude. It's Snapdragon.
It's who you sit with
Well-
that makes a good seat.
Uh-oh,
You
here
don't want
comes
to. You
the
don't
well.
want to.
Here
You don't want
comes
to be
the
on
well.
that Upper East Side.
Well, I asked. I said, generally, what time do these matches start? And he's like, 7 p.m. And I was like, all of them? He's like, there's a couple that won't be 7 p.m. I
Yeah.
said, well, those are the couple that I'm not going to go to. Because I don't want to get stuck in the area of Snapdragon where the sun is just going to be piercing
Beating.
your skin, dog. Like, I don't want that.
I've been in those seats.
Yeah.
It's not.
Like that scene from Indiana Jones.
It's not pleasant.
I
Right?
might
It just
not
melts
get
your whole
season
yeah.
tickets. You know, I might not get season tickets, but I might save my coins and throw all in on one of those on-field experiences that they offer, like the on-field booths that they have.
Oh, like those airplane seats down there.
dude. I think
You're
those
talking
would be
about
fun.
pricey.
Those would be, but I mean, I feel like if we all go in and get a couple down there,
Save that for the
could be
messy
sick.
seats.
That'd be
Save those for the messy game.
I'll save that for the LA fucking Galaxy or the LA. You know what I'm saying? LAFC.
Galaxy.
Yeah, you don't like that? Fuck them.
I mean, if you're gonna get down there with your kids, you want to see Messi.
Kids, the fuck? Calm down, fool.
Well, if you're not going to bring the kids, go sit with the supporter group, dude.
They are like thousands of bucks per.
I
don't
Is it
know.
really?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, we're gonna get a hold of Ricardo Campos and
Yeah.
Sebastian
He's your next one.
and all these guys.
We should try to bring them in before the season gets all crazy, huh?
Yeah, they're crazy right now, bro. These guys.
They've been crazy.
Yeah,
It's a
all
lot.
these events.
Even
dude.
just being around it for 2 days, like you can tell. Like,
Yeah.
You know, they have it. They look at the calendar. They get it.
Yeah, we went at they had an event. They had a creative event for locals who are very involved in the community and they feel like have some influence and involved with they call the creatives. I was part of it. Chicle was part of it. A few of our other homies were a part of it. The big homie, Theo Bobby Tribal was in there. And I saw Ricardo for the first time in a while and I was like, oh man, my dude looks stressed. Dude. It looks like we're getting down to the wire.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting closer and closer. And then you just kind of, he's always been very business forward, even when we're fucking around and getting on a sick one. But he was just like very, yeah, man, yeah, we got, we got an agenda, we got things to do. And I'm like, oh, I said, woo,
It's a big
better you
place.
than me, bro. I've been in that
it's
position before.
35,000. There's a lot of things to worry about.
But we're here for all of it. We're here for you.
They'll get it
Darren.
done.
We're here for you, Darren.
Thank you.
I can't wait.
I'm
to
here
just
for
hit-
you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, you are. This is here. Whenever you want to come in and do your shit, Emo Brown Media Group is always accepting new
Emo
whites,
Brown.
bro. Look at you. Imagine. Emo Brown Media Group presents Darren Smith and your crazy ass show, bro. One day.
One day.
One day. We'll see what happens.
Dangerous
BJ,
Darren.
any final thoughts? Anything?
I love you guys. And,
Perfect.
I love the social club and I love life.
Bitch, what did you do, fool? You're awfully loving today. I feel like you did something.
I've been trying to make since this UPS thing is coming, I'm trying to make better choices in my life.
Yeah?
Sleeping better, drinking less,
You're
being
fucked.
prepared.
Can I
because
tell
it's
you
going to
something?
be a
Can I tell you
huge
something?
change. And I already know that. I
You're
know that.
fucked. All right? Either you're used to waking up at 2:30 in the morning or you're not.
I've
You're
done it all.
you're used to going to sleep at 2:30 in the
Yes,
morning.
I am. But that's relatively new. When I worked at Cutwater, I was on the midnight shift for a long time.
All right?
Long
Hey,
time.
I'm with there for you. I wouldn't have put my name
That was when
on
I was
the
an
fucking...
essential staff. I had a card that said I could work during COVID.
We would not
Hey.
put our name on the line for you if we didn't think you can do it.
And I do appreciate it.
Yeah, so just know that you better fucking do it.
I will. Make you look real good. I even got my steel toe protective boots.
I feel bad.
ready.
Have you ever
Nice.
watched the movie Dazed and Confused?
Doc Martens.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had the docs, but no, I got Reeboks now.
Dazed and Confused,
Reebok.
bro.
Yeah, they're basketball shoes with steel toes.
What?
Who's
They
that?
are fucking
Draymond
comfy
Green.
though. They are.
Is it Draymond Green?
What?
Those are the Draymond Greens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this much, bro. In the movie Dazed and Confused, when the incoming seniors are hazing the incoming sophomores, incoming freshmen, There's a young man named Mitch Kramer that everyone's pining for. Can't wait for him to get in there. Well, Mitch Kramer, people are waiting for you to come to UPS, the Chula Vista.
Just don't try to trash can me.
No, we're not. It's not us. We're protecting you, but people they can't wait, dog. There's a lot of Emo Brown listeners. There's a lot of Emo Brown support, a lot of Emo Brown fans. They're like, when's Barry coming in? He can't hang. He ain't going to be able to put it down here at UPS with us. I'm like, all right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, dog.
I'm keeping my mouth shut and I'm being humble and I'm going to get in there. I'm going to work my fucking hours. I'm going to get the fuck out.
My guy.
I'm going to do
You're
what
not
I
going to
got to
talk
do.
about it. You're going to be about it.
Because this ain't for me.
Yeah.
I didn't want this. This is for my family.
Yeah.
I'll do anything for
I've
my
had
family.
too many people walk out from things we've created lately, so I just want to make sure, we do it right. Drink all the good whiskeys, smoke all the fine joints. Have a great week. I'm going to be out of here, bro. I'm going to Palm Desert.
Have a safe trip.
Fucking enjoy myself and disconnect and just
I
send
expect to
crazy
call up that
memes,
Wonka
bro.
bar.
Oh, dude. I'm going to... It's on. Push it.